And good evening, everyone. My name is Dale Keter, and I'm back for more Neverwinter Nights. It is 9 p.m. in the great state of misery, and I actually ate before starting my stream, so hopefully I'll be able to play through the game more instead of having to cut my stream short because of hunger. Alright, let's get right on to it by loading into Chapter 2. Alrighty, what was I doing? Yeah, Solomon threatened us last time, and then I turned in Ganon's journal, and they said I need to investigate Charwood and the Neverwinter Wood, but before I do that, I should probably rest first, and then pick up a quest from Eltura. Eltura has a quest for various crafting books. In Chapter 2 of Neverwinter Nights, you can craft various items once, and only once, by getting the appropriate book from this quest. It wasn't until Shadows of Undertide or Hordes of the Underdark that the actual crafting abilities were added.
Welcome to the shop, as I like to say. I am Eltura Subtil, and a finer collection of wares you are not apt to find.
I'd like to ask you some questions. You may as well spill the question, and I'll see if I can figure out an answer for you. I'm looking for work. Do you know of any? Well. I do indeed have a task for you. How do you feel about recovering some old tomes for me? What are these tomes? What do they do? The best way that I can explain their purpose with brevity is to compare them to recipe books. These books explain the crafting of magical items. If you return these books to me, I'll allow you to use them to make your own creations. If this does not interest you, I will of course also offer a suitable reward. Good, tell me more. Scattered about the region are the 5 tomes of ancient Imaskar. I want you to find these tomes and return them here to me. If you can do this, then I will reward you far beyond the value of the books, of that you can be certain. The 5 tomes that I want you to find are the Tomes of Residence, Life, Death, Ice, and Fire. Where could the Tome of Fire be? It's in Charwood. The Tome of Fire has been a tricky one for me to locate. My scrying attempts reveal it is far to the south, Charwood, but I cannot see where specifically. Castle Jareg. It would make sense that the tome was within the Charwood, indeed, though I know not why that realm resists my scrying, because of the Jaregs. If it were anywhere else, I think I could locate it. Do you require more information about the 5 tomes of ancient Imaskar? Do you know where the Tome of Ice is? Near here, but to the south, you will find a tower. Within the tower, you shall find the Tome of Ice. I think that's Wanev's tower. Of course, the owner of the tower is a powerful wizard in his own right, and you should be cautious in your approach. Okay, more information. Help me find the Tome of Death. I need more information about the Tome of Life. This tome was in the possession of Brother Toras, a member of the Arcane Brotherhood. I had planned to buy it from him, but he died before I had the chance. I checked around when I heard he was dead, but it wasn't amongst his personal possessions. The only place I haven't searched yet is his tomb. I simply haven't had the time. It's actually with him. He's a lich, and we get it when we kill him. Where is his tomb? Being wealthy and powerful, I would imagine he had his own mausoleum outside the city walls of Luskan. Yes, that would be the north. Just be careful. Brother Toras was a powerful wizard and might have some deadly traps or guardians protecting his tomb from grave robbers. Himself. Tome of Ice. I need more information about the Tome of Life. Okay, I already clicked that. Help me find the Tome of Death. Like the Tome of Fire, my scrying tells me that the Tome of Death has followed the long dark road into the Charwood. If only I could see more, but the region is impervious to my efforts. Okay. And finally, Tome of Residence? Do you know where the Tome of Residence is? My scrying has shown that it was originally taken east into the Neverwinter Woods. Perhaps if you go to the Neverwinter Woods, a clue or two will reveal itself. I think it's in the witch's lair or the nymph's lair, one of the two. Do you require more? Okay, that was all of it. Alright, goodbye. I wish you a good evening, sir. Please come back again. Evening? Is it evening? Hour 16, so that's 4 p.m. No, it's not evening. Checking something for a bit. Oh, my phone is on. I need to actually silence that. Alright, let's head back to the north gate. Actually, I need to pick up a quest from the temple over here. The temple in Port Last is accessible only through a portal, and I actually didn't find this portal until very late into my playthrough. How I'd go there was to just use the recall stone, and then when I talked to him, I got this dialogue option. Welcome to the Tyran Temple. Tell me, are you here for Tyr's services, or perhaps the Lady Luck herself has guided you to us during these dark days? Why must I use a magical portal to enter your temple? I assumed it was this, but actually there's another portal to enter the place. I know it may seem strange to you, my lord, but the temple within Port Last was actually destroyed during the time of troubles when the gods themselves walked the face of Faerun. We had retreated to a cave far from the town, hidden well enough that we could carry on our Lord Tyr's orders in safety. For our efforts he blessed us with a portal that still connects us to the town and consecrated this new place. We are no longer in danger in Port Last, of course, but this hidden temple still serves us well. At the very least, it is a safe haven that should trouble ever arise again. That makes sense. Have you a need then, my brother? I shall help however I am able. Who are you? My name is Plowshare the Sorcerer. Oh, pardon my manners, good brother Plowshare. I am Uric, the priest in charge of this Tyran temple for good Port Last. And though it pains me to trouble you, I ask a favor of you, if I might. As I alluded to, these are dark days, days that call for a hero. Have you a need then, my brother? I shall help you however I am able. Perhaps you need some assistance? Wait, what did he say? It pains me to trouble you, I ask a favor of you, if I might. Okay, so he didn't give me the quest, I have to ask for it. Well, I'm hesitant to suggest the task because of the danger involved, but it's very important. You can be certain that I'll compensate you for the risk should that matter to you. Tell me what you would have me do. Let me tell you how this started. A short time ago, a foul beast settled into the area of the town. At first, few of us knew of its presence. Indeed, Port Last has known few troubles for many years. Slowly, however, we became aware. Several of our citizens disappeared without a trace, and always on the night of a full moon. Wolf prints were found. The howling was constant. We thought the town besieged. The trouble was from no pack of wolves, however. It came from a creature much more powerful and cunning, a werewolf. The famous hunter Sir Carathis was sent for with orders to slay this black wolf, as we came to call it. Carathis took with him 4 of Port Last's younger lads to aid his task, but unfortunately the Black Wolf was merciless. He overcame the knight and attacked the 4 boys, and only young Ander managed to return to us unharmed. According to Ander, the 3 other boys were wounded but had managed to flee. I fear that this means the curse of the werewolf will have passed on to them. If the boys are not found uncured or killed, we could very well be facing even more danger than from the Black Wolf alone. I have silver charms here which may yet drive the curse from their blood. You must subdue the beasts first, however, and convince them to use the charms, if you can. And then the Black Wolf himself must be dealt with. As I said, a terrible but vital task. I will do this for you. You don't know how relieved I am here to hear that. Here, take the silver charms. Hopefully they can be used to cure all 3 boys in Sir Carathis should he still live. Each of the boys wears a ring. They should give them up freely if cured. Bring them back to me and I'll know their situations are resolved. I have some more questions about this job. Where will I find these afflicted boys? The 4 of them, Bran, Geth, Earth, and Sir Carathis, are scattered about and usually only to be found at night. Finding them will be difficult. Actually, no, it's not at night. They're always there. Although this game is a day-night cycle, it actually doesn't matter for the official campaign. What can you tell me? Can you tell me anything about Bran? I've heard that he was last spotted in the Charwood area. Yep, the road towards Charwood. Though where specifically, I could not say. Please don't let that dissuade you from looking. I'm sure luck will be on your side. Is there anything more about the boys you want to ask? I feel so helpless. Perhaps I didn't know them as well as I would have liked. If only I knew better where they might have gone. What do you know of Geth? I know for a fact that Geth traveled to the Neverwinter Wood. You know, he enjoyed being around people. I'd look for campgrounds or villages within the woods. He's sure to be close by. Okay. Earth. Where might I find Earth? Earth, I'm afraid, could be anywhere. His family has been so very fearful for him and his whereabouts, to be unable to do something for their pain. I think Earth is in the city itself. Ask about. Could I speak with his family? Yes, of course. The Eisenfelds. Their farm is on the south end of Port Lass. Perhaps something they say will assist your search. Is there anything more about the... Okay. Do you know where Sir Carathis is? Sir Carathis is a brave knight. Faced with his own corruption, I'm sure he would flee to the ends of the world. Perhaps if you can save the children, they will know where he might be. Okay. Goodbye. Those children, the town prays for them, we all do. I hope you will be their savior, and may Tyr be at your side. So one of the things about this quest is that you can actually accidentally kill the werewolves after they calm down. When you beat them down to a low enough hit points, they will surrender and they will talk to you. And then you can do a persuade check to get them to put on the silver charm, which will cure them of lycanthropy. The problem is that it is possible to actually deal so much damage to them, like with a critical hit, that you just kill them past the threshold and they die instantly, forcing you to reload. Or you have a damage over time spell still ticking on them, and when they surrender, it goes off and they die while you're talking to them. Or your companion might bug out and keep attacking them, in which case they just die. So yeah, I mean this module is 18 years old, and there's still a lot of bugs in it that will never be fixed. I remember during the original retail version when I talked to one of the werewolves, I think. I don't remember which one. It was the one near the archaeologist camp. There was a bug. The dialogue would glitch out and error messages would pop out. And I think it was I was unable to finish the quest without killing him. Shady character. You look like the kind of person who knows how to live in the shadows. What if I do? In that case, I'm your go-to guy. I've got the goods to make your life easier. I would like to see what you have to offer. So this is a fence. He can buy stolen items like traps. I don't actually have any traps. Oh, I do. I can sell this to him. And might as well sell these items to clear up space. Clear these out. I'm going to save this as a reagent to give to Eltura. Nothing here. I'm going to banish you to the back along with the other items and the bag of holding. Is there anything here? Oh, there is. I can sell these. Alright, sell that. Horde wilting, I'm going to hang on to that. There we go, there's a trap. And more stuff to sell. Sell. Alright, that's nice. Greater Mask of Persuasion. Charisma plus 2, Persuade plus 5. I'm getting that. Nice, I'm going to sell that. The Belt of Agility plus 2, so that's 57,755. I can't afford that. And there should be a short quest here in the dock house, which just requires a persuade check. It's basically free XP. What? I should have known I couldn't trust you. Things get a little risky for you, and suddenly the agreed upon price isn't good enough. Alright, let's talk to them. You look like someone with some sense to them. Why don't you go talk that chump into getting me the marble so I can ship off to Waterdeep? Who are you? Captain Mung, you can call me. And I own the boat that'll bring any goods from Port Lass to points beyond that I choose. But that no good dockmaster is making my life miserable. Tell me, would you be shipping to Neverwinter when you could be off to Waterdeep? Tell me the truth. I want details. That bum wants me to go to Neverwinter, but they got plague there. I'm not risking my life to deliver some food and supplies. Especially not when my choice is risking my life or getting some marble to Waterdeep for a real payday. I'm talking good money. Let me go talk to the dockmaster. Thank you. I won't hold you to any promises, but if you can get him to give me the good shipment, I'll be thankful.
I greet you.
I greet you. Look, I don't mean to be rude. Arguing with Captain Mung is draining, so you'll excuse me if I can't talk, alright? I've got supplies to move. Who are you? What does it matter to you, huh? I'm sorry. The name's Prechev, and I'm a little pressed for time right now if you can't tell. Oh, hi there. Black Tentacle spell. Yes, I do have the Black Tentacle spell. Sorry, I missed your chat. What's the timestamp on that thing? What time is it? Oh, you just typed it. 9:15. Anyway. Yeah, it's really powerful, and Tommy is immune because for some reason, it doesn't affect small creatures. So I can just have him aggro everyone and throw a Black Tentacle spell on him. Yes, I actually did that in my last session. I exploited it to have him aggro all the monsters, just throw a Black Tentacles on him, and they just die. Hey, I don't mean to be burdening you with my troubles, but, well, I sure could use an ear, and who knows, maybe you can help. Go on, I want to hear this. I've got 2 shipments, one going to Waterdeep and one to Neverwinter. The Waterdeepian shipment is worth more, but the Neverwinter package is for relief, put together by the citizens of Fort Last. I need to test something. Testing, chat, overlay. Click. Haha, it's working. It actually doesn't have that restriction in PNP D&D. I think they make grapple checks, which small creatures have a -4 penalty compared to humans, so they get hosed by the Black Tentacle spell. Good Captain Mung's only got room for 1 shipment. Of course, he wants the money from the valuable shipment, but the people of Neverwinter need this relief shipment. Isn't there some compromise that can be worked out? I wish there was, but really, this is black and white. The people of Port Last have worked hard to help Neverwinter. I want that effort to be carried out. I'll speak with the captain about taking the Neverwinter shipment. Thank you. I won't hold you to any promises, but if you can get him to change his mind, well, it would be the right thing.
Hello.
Hey, you get the chump to open up the port yet? I ain't going nowhere without that marble, and I'm going straight into Waterdeep for a payday. I spoke with the dockmaster, and I want you to change your mind. What? You're taking his side? I'm not risking my life or my men's life. Don't believe that plague is cured. And when all of those Neverwinter starves, you can get some extra gold. You had to put it like that, didn't you? Fine, I'll take the shipment, but you just leave me alone now. All right, I got work to do. And he's gone.
I greet you.
I don't even know what happened, but I got a bunch of goods that are making their way out to Neverwinter now. Let me thank you for it with this. So the thank you, but a little more would be. Yes, I suppose it would. You have done well, and I'm in good spirits. Fine, take this extra gold to go with my thanks. So, 250 gold total. Thank you. Helping Neverwinter was the right thing. And this day, this act of kindness, my faith in humanity is strong. Thank you, kind sir. Thank you. Empower spell. You actually do have Empower spell, but I don't have 6 level slots yet. Okay, I guess after we help him, we're gonna rob him. And once I get freedom of movement from maybe a cloak or a ring, I can stand in the Black Tentacles and not be paralyzed. I'll probably still take damage, but it'll keep me from dying to my own thing. Okay, time to head back to the north. Alright, before we do that, I'm gonna buff both of us. Confusion is a very powerful mind affecting spell. The dominate person is not. It's module dependent. The problem in this game is that the mind control spells, and by that I mean charm and dominate, are heavily nerfed compared to their PNP versions. Like in PNP, charm person lasts 1 hour per level, which is was it 1 minute per level? I know dominate person is like 1 day per level. So a level 9 wizard, that's the minimum level you can cast it. You just cast dominate person, and this guy is basically your slave for 9 days. Yeah, I normally get mind affecting spells when I play D&D. My last sorcerer in D&D 5th edition had charm person, hold person, sleep, and did I get fireball? No, I got haste. So, oh wow, Solomon. Hey, here you go. Why did you spawn?
But you just wouldn't listen.
Oh, they're all halflings. Gosh dang it. I guess I'll have to fireball and hope they don't have evasion. He has evasion. Oh, I forgot. I have these spells now, so you can die while clicking me. There we go. Kill yourselves on me. That was fast. Ooh, a magic Staff of the Holy, and I can't use it. Letter to Solomon. Solomon, the old ones, may they live forever, seek an ancient artifact said to be in the vicinity of Port Las, but I have sent agents to retrieve it. But for you, I have a greater task. There are meddlers about, the very same who thwarted Dester's good work in Neverwinter. If you succeed, you shall have a place in the heavenly kingdom of our beloved old ones. If you fail, your soul be damned, and I shall send others to do what you cannot. Should you require the assistance of other agents, those seeking the artifact have been dispatched to the Neverwinter Wood, the cavern system north of Port Last, and the remote village of Charwood. Their work is important, however, so do not disturb them without good cause. Anyway, that's some good XP, I suppose. Let me see. Oh, goblins. I guess they're gonna die. For XP, not much, but everything counts. Got him. These are the caves I went to in my last session. I basically didn't fully clear the caves, but I might actually do it now. So let's see. I basically did Icewind Dale with a multi-class character being Druid level 9 and then Wizard. Do you mean Icewind Dale 2? Because you can't be a Druid Wizard in Icewind Dale 1. Entangled Grease and Cloud Spells. I think you're talking about Icewind Dale 2. Yeah, Icewind Dale 2 was a really fun game. I will say it was a much better game than Icewind Dale 1. Very sparse on lore, but it was really well done, and there was a lot of replay value. I remember the boss fight, Isser and Medei. You actually had an advantage for having an evil character in your party, because one of the first things they cast was Blasphemy, paralyzing your entire party, and you just died if you didn't have immunity to what they had. I did cheese it a bit though, like when I fought them. I used the Protection from Magic scroll. I think I cast it on one of them to just shut down their spell casting, and their AI kept trying to cast spells with spell failure. So basically, I instantly neutralized one of them by using Protection from Magic, like how you can do that in Baldur's Gate 2. You can use the Protection from Magic spell on liches, and they can't do anything. I'm not sure they can make an enhanced edition that easily, because there were a lot of legal issues surrounding the game. I'm not sure. I mean, they might. It might be in the works. I'm not sure. But an example of a game that is problematic for Enhanced Edition is Neverwinter Nights 2. It's uncertain who owns which rights to which parts of the game. Like Mysteries of Westgate got delayed so late because Atari and Wizards were suing each other, and during that legal battle, Ocean Studios was stuck in limbo. Scaling the difficulty. Do you mean like level scaling or difficulty scaling? Because I'm not a fan of level scaling in games. I mean, it's useful for providing a steady challenge, but at some point it just gets ludicrous. Oh. Can I coup de grace him? Yes, I can. It's a legal battle. Like the reason why there isn't a 4th edition video game, or rather there was no real 4th edition video game, despite the game being very good for tactical combat, is there was a legal battle between Atari and Wizards of the Coast. Atari basically reneged on their contract obligations, and Wizards had to sue them to get the license back. And when they got the license back, they basically retooled what their developer had into an MMO. That's why Neverwinter Online is a really, really weird and janky MMO, because it did not start off as an MMORPG. It started off as a local, well, no, an online multiplayer game, not a massively multiplayer online game, just an online game where you would have a party of 5. That's also the reason why Neverwinter Online can't have parties more than 5 despite being an MMO. So the way they do it for massive fights is to have like multiple parties of 5 in the same area. I used to play it. The game was actually really good for a free-to-play game, but what happened was they eventually had to bow to their overlords in Perfect World, aka Arc Games, and make the game more and more pay-to-win as it progressed. The earlier versions of Neverwinter Online was really, really nice and not at all pay to win. I mean, it had some pay for convenience, which is like really, it's like minor in the grand scheme of things. But eventually, the last time I logged in, it was disgusting. There would be a pop-up window telling you how much power you would get for how much money you spent in the game, which was absolutely ludicrous. They didn't even bother to hide it. Which is sad, because the game has really good gameplay and they don't need to rely on pay-to-win mechanics to nickel and dime players. Unfortunately, that's really how they work. They don't expect the game to last that long, so they're just gonna go for the cash grab and try to get as much money as they can before they abandon development. I should point out that Elder Scrolls Online is not made by the same studio that made the Elder Scrolls games. It's I think it's a subsidiary of Bethesda or some smaller company that they basically assimilated and had make the game. Direwolf. Oh, you're an easy target. I can just kill you. Attack.
Strike at them. Attack.
Got him. What is this? An indecipherable message is scrawled on the tombside in fresh blood. You wonder what undead lord calls this sarcophagus his home. I wonder if there's anything there. I'm curious. The toolset is actually very basic, and despite its basic nature, it's actually very, very... It was actually pretty powerful for something that was, accessible in an MMO. But it's nowhere as powerful as the Aurora toolset or the Electron toolset for Neverwinter Nights 2. And Neverwinter Nights 1.
My pack is too
Okay,
heavy.
bag of holding time.
It's difficult to carry.
Yeah, but they didn't really invest a lot into the Foundry. That was what this was called, the Foundry toolset, because their masters at Arc Games wanted a quick cash grab, and developing the Foundry system to make it more powerful and, I guess, just add more features to it. That's not conducive to a quick cash grab.
Okay, dokie.
What other spells can I empower? Oh, just that. Magic missile.
It's done.
Yeah, I had a character of every class in the game. And their classes were basically based on the various builds in D&D 4th edition. Like, the fighter was originally split into Guardian Fighter and Great Weapon Fighter, which were the two main flavors of fighter in D&D 4th ed. They eventually renamed Great Weapon Fighter into Barbarian, and the Guardian Fighter into Fighter. And with the Cleric, there was planned to be a Battle Cleric in addition to the Devoted Cleric, but eventually they just renamed the Devoted Cleric into the Cleric and never implemented the Battle Cleric. So in D&D 3rd ed terms, a Battle Cleric would be the actual Cleric in 3rd ed, the one that wears armor and goes into melee. The Devoted Cleric is more of a spellcaster cleric, kind of like a wizard except using divine spells. So you really wish they would take Neverwinter 1, nice one, directly polished up with graphics, redo all models, and bring just 1 or 2 more campaigns again. Actually, I don't know if you're aware, they actually are making new campaigns for this game. They just released one, I think a month ago? Hold on, let me finish this fight first. I can actually show you. They have a new campaign that I haven't played yet. They're actually starting to realize that single-player games have some use. The thing about single-player games is that it requires a lot more development time to make a good single-player game. But once you release the game, there's not much maintenance left aside from fixing bugs. But with Battle Royale games and multiplayer games, the development time is much shorter, but the maintenance and the upkeep is much larger. So let me save this for now. Pause share Twitch. They actually have new campaigns that they just released. Let's see, new games, premium. Dark Dames of Fury was released in I think this year. Dark Dames of Fury is a new fantasy RPG module for Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition. The characters and events of this module coincide with the official Dungeons & Dragons tabletop campaign, Baldur's Gate: Discerned into Avernus. This is an actual PNP adventure. I remember seeing the book in my card shop, a gaming shop, but I'm not a dungeon master, so I didn't buy it. I don't want to spoil myself. And then Darkness Over Daggerford, they actually finished this. This was originally released in the Neverwinter Vault as an unfinished module, but they actually finished it with voice acting, released in 2018, so that was only 2 years ago. And they also released this recently. I think this was either this year or this was last year. So yes, they are still making new stuff for this game, which I am really surprised about. Anyway, moving on. The thing about those multiplayer games is that you can have more than one person play at the same time, which is the main draw. But as someone who used to play Quake in his youth, the reason why we stopped playing Battle Royale, or as we called it back in the day, Deathmatch, is because the dominant strategy is for, people to team up with each other and just basically kill everyone who doesn't, team up with each other. So, not exactly the,
Let the earth take you.
Here comes
how do I say this? So basically, this is something they've even noticed. Like, if you team up with each other, you can basically like whittle down the game to just you and your buddies, and then you attack each other, and one of you wins. That's why, like, for the longest time, most multiplayer first-person shooters were just team-based shooters, like Counter-Strike or Team Fortress. basically cut out the middleman. I haven't tried it yet, so yeah, not all modules are equal. Goblin King, okay. I can't. Let me see. Yeah, I'll just recast this. Have him kill himself by attacking me. There we go. Kill yourself.
I love this part.
Got him. Come on, attack me. I don't know if you've tried the Penultima series. The Penultima campaign and Penultima Rerolled are parodies of D&D. Okay, that was easy. Are these trapped? Is there anything here? Yes, a Slod's tongue in that's weird. On the chair, on the throne.
It's done.
Endurance. You just spelled it, Penultima.
Okay, dokie.
Penultima by Stefan Gagne.
It's done.
If you're familiar with Arcade Spirits, he is the developer of Arcade Spirits as well. Is there anything here? There's nothing here. Huh, that's weird. Okay, I should probably rest. Oh, there are enemies nearby. I can't rest. I guess we'll just have to kill them to death so we can rest. There's probably some enemies here. Yep, there were enemies there.
Woohoo! Here comes Halfling Death!
It is, and it actually holds up really well even to this day. Do note, this game is very old. I actually bought this game before it was even patched. So oh, he's dead. Actually, no. What I mean to say is I played this game before it even got patched. I'm just gonna have them kill themselves on me. Can't get through. Come on, provoke, provoke. Their attack rolls are too low to die instantly to me. Oh my goodness. Got him. I got him too. I don't think I even need Tommy right now. I can just spray fireball all the traps. I still got all IRL copies on CD with the first edition from your dad. That's nice. I think the first one I bought for myself was the Diamond edition. Was it? No, Platinum edition. I bought it a long time ago, and I basically no, I think I actually got the retail version, the original one, before Shadows of Untitled, because I remember playing the game before the expansions. And I was surprised at how so much better Shadows of Undertide was compared to the official campaign. He's dead. I think there's some. Yep, there's some there. I am out of stuff. Yeah, I'll just have to melee them. Ow. So the AI in this game is very bad. Like, he wasted so many turns buffing himself that it basically allowed me to kill everyone else. Just gonna attack this guy first. Are you a person who enjoys more of the higher magic stuff or the lower levels? It varies. I'm not sure how to answer that question. I don't actually enjoy the high level stuff in this game because it's stupid. This game breaks down like once you get into the epic levels. I'm not a fan of that. Oh, my buff's expired. I'm getting out of here. I'm more of a story based gamer than anything else.
It was so strange, you know?
Alright, time to rest. But since I only really play single player, I've never really played past level 27 or 28. Because that's how far most of the modules I've played go. Oh, here's the ironic part. I've never played Planescape Torment nor Tyranny, even though I'm aware those two exist. It's like I'm a Valve fan, even though I've only played a little Half-Life. I've never played Half-Life 2, Portal, or any Valve game that isn't Dota, Team Fortress, or Counter-Strike. Oh, yeah, I actually have a save for Island. But yeah, I'm not really fond of the epic levels because of the way D&D 3rd edition works. It just becomes a bunch of meaningless numbers. Quick save, and let's go back. So 150 gold now to teleport back. I don't know if you ever played any of the persistent worlds for Baldur's Gate 1 or 2, but I remember one of the big things for for Neverwinter Nights was persistent worlds, which are miniature MMOs. And some of them were fun, most were not. Basically, when people say how wonderful persistent worlds are, what they usually mean is how wonderful the handful of good persistent worlds were. Like epic levels, this game breaks down at higher player counts, and it's not something I enjoy. Oh, you're fighting each other. Interesting. Well, allow me to help you, fam. Tommy, haste, go attack. Got him. And then there were the persistent worlds that that tried to emulate old school MMORPGs like Ultima Online, where if you died, you dropped everything you had in your character on the ground, which could be stolen by other players. Now that's not my cup of tea. I play this game for the storytelling, and the fat loot and XP. I don't play this game to basically to essentially exist in a neighborhood where you can be robbed at any time.
Aye, it's done.
Well, this character is optimized, although not for. I don't power game for numbers. I optimize for a role or for the campaign. Like my build is optimized to go from level 1 to level 20, which is when the campaign ends. It's not designed to be the most effective at level 20, but to be effective as I go up in level. Devastating Critical is hilarious stuff because it invalidates all your damage. As long as you can crit enough, you can just about kill everyone. I know what Devastating Critical is. It's the one that basically lets you save or die anyone. And Red Dragon Disciples can get it at level 21 with the right build. Why is his AI is bugging out?
Attack!
You unlock this. Oh my goodness, that's a long stun.
Aye, it's done.
Well, that is my creative process for building my Magic the Gathering decks. I just go to MTG Goldfish and then creatively use my credit card to creatively acquire the cards required for the deck. Of course, I also contribute to the discussion. I post the results of my own build in my local meta. I mean, you can always have, I guess, house rules for your server, but like epic levels and large persistent worlds, PvP is not something this game was designed for. Like, PvP in this game is a freaking train wreck. It's like, how do I... What's a good analogy? I guess it's like trying to use Team Fortress or Grand Theft Auto as a role... I mean, people do use Grand Theft Auto for role-playing, but, like... It's not its primary purpose. It's not built exactly for that role, if you get what I mean. That's hilarious. That's actually one of the things that's accepted in Magic. I don't know if you played Magic the Gathering, but there is, in addition to your main deck, there is a sideboard of extra cards that aren't part of your deck in Game 1, but which you can swap in on a one-to-one basis with the cards in your deck in Games 2 and 3. And one of the things I like to do in my local community is to befriend everyone, ask them how their deck works, and then sideboard against them when I meet them in combat. And yes, that is something they are aware I do, and still they let me, you know, do that because I'm nice and I can get away with all these things. Oops,
Walk in my steps.
they're dead.
Follow me.
Unlock this.
Okay, dokie.
Come on. Oh. Come to the tentacles. Ah, damn it. He's not coming. Wow, they just die. Challenge rating easy, okay. Vegeta, what does the examine function say about his challenge rating? It's 1006. Kick his ass, Nappa. Or it's effortless. I don't know. But yeah, PvP is not something I ever enjoyed in Neverwinter Nights because it's so bad. Even in PNP 3rd edition,
It's
I don't know if you ever played 3rd edition, but basically, improved initiative is one of the most powerful feats in 3rd edition. If you're like running a PvP character, because if you win initiative, you can basically just kill your opponent to death, and they can't do anything about it. Like with a high level wizard, it's not so much a duel of magic, so much as a rocket launcher tag. So you're like a level 20 wizard versus another level 20 wizard. Whichever one of you wins initiative casts time stop, and then the other wizard just dies.
it's done.
I actually find it. I actually like the inclusion of the examine function for challenge ratings because it's something that I guess your character would be able to guess with a sense motive roll or insight roll in D&D 5th edition. Like you can roll for wisdom, I guess, to figure out, is this guy powerful? Yes or no? Also, it's a nice quality of life feature because it means that you can actually avoid fights that you were meant to avoid instead of trying to kill everything. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna do this. This is more efficient. Blackguard is really hard to maintain in the official campaign without being a complete murder hobo, because just finishing quests for a selfish reason actually gives you good points. So it's very, very easy to max out your lawful and good. See, I'm even maxed out on good, but lawful not so much. Yep, still spell is a fun thing to have.
Strike at them! Attack!
Especially in Neverwinter Nights 2 with the iron body and the stone body spells. One of the things I did in Mask of the Betrayer is to have persistent spell Death Armor, because it's a 2nd level spell and you can persistent spell it for an 8th level slot. And then just have Iron Body and just watch as enemies keep hitting you and just dying. Oh, I need to actually cast this and not die, hopefully. He's gonna die because I ran out of my shield. Oh, he stopped attacking me. God damn it. Let's provoke an opportunity attack. Oh, come on. He's dead. Got him. Armor, two-bladed sword. I guess I can put that in my bag of holding. There we go. That is a chainmail +1. Okay. And what is this? A Bodak's tooth. That's a crafting component.
Okay, dokie.
Oh, this is locked.
It's done.
An ogre. Interesting. Gonna elemental shield. Just shout. Oh, he's dazed. I don't need even need to cast death armor. Yeah, it's hilarious. They just die. It's even effective even in a. Ooh, what is that? Oh, hi, Khajiit. Fancy seeing you here. Oh my goodness, Senpai noticed me. Mr. Khajiit is a streamer who plays Magic the Gathering, among other things. And he also plays D&D, though I haven't seen him stream in a while. I'm sorry, I actually forgot I set up those alerts, and that kind of startled me a bit. Yeah, I don't know if you've played this game, but this is Neverwinter Nights 1. And I'm playing as my sorcerer. Damn it, there are enemies! Where are they? AC 18. You know what? Let's just recast these two. There must be some enemies here that I forgot to take care of. Ah, there he is. That's the last one. Speaking of which, in my current D&D campaign in PNP, I play with a bunch of local people, and one of my party members is a Tabaxi rogue named Tijak, which is Khajiit spelled backwards, and he roleplays the character with a Russian accent. So I told him, Khajiit has wares if you rush B, rush B. I noticed that. I was at work when I received the notification. Click. This feels odd. I'm seeing your name in chat and I'm the one talking all the time. I'm curious, is my voice coming out okay? Is it too loud, too soft, too squeaky? Ooh woo. I have been through this place. I guess this is the last part. Orc Shaman. I think the Orc King is over here. Ah, god damn it. Wait. I made my save. Why is he invisible? Just Neverwinter Nights things. I think there's a magic card, right? Where the Sphinx starts meowing and the cat starts saying riddles. Or the goblin starts saying riddles or something. Is it dumb as literally dumb with like low intelligence and wisdom, or dumb as in silly? Like, I really can't help you there. I pretty much just play the same thing over and over again. Dead. And wow, that's it.
Okay.
Oh, it's locked. How inconvenient. I think that might be it for this level. Did I finish the bottom level? I don't think there's any point to finishing all of this. There's really not much to explore here. Click. Is this trapped? Nope. The stairs down is here. If you want to, I guess, I don't know if this counts, but Penultima is a parody campaign which parodies a lot of the conventions of CRPGs and of D&D itself, and role-playing itself. So you can do some silly things in that game. But mechanically silly, I don't know, you could try to recreate Drizzet's build in D&D 3rd edition. A fighter, ranger, barbarian with 40% XP penalty because fighter, barbarian, and ranger are not favored classes for elves. Oh, Arcanum. Let me see what I played in Arcanum. I played a let's see. I played a fire mage because I always play a fire mage, and my friends mastered force for the half cost disintegrates, but I thought, you know, that's inefficient, so I'm gonna go for half cost fire elementals and just kill the enemy to death. And I guess it's kind of what I'm doing right now, a lazy build where I have summoned elementals and fireballs and such. Arcanum was like weird though, because if you played an Arcanist with access to teleport, you would actually miss out on a lot of random encounters on the world map by teleporting to and from places. It made for a very, very convenient travel to and from from one side of the continent to the other, but you missed a lot. But I guess that would actually oh, whoa, I need to turn this off. I forgot I enabled sticky mode, so I only have to click the mode, and they only get deactivated when I perform an action that forces a deactivation. So basically, let's see. Defensive casting is a way. It's an ability that allows you to cast spells and not provoke opportunity attacks. So the DC is 15 plus spell level. So my highest level spells are 4. So I need 19 to be able to cast everything. So let's see. I only fail on a roll of 2 or less. Yes, you can multi-class wizard and sorcerer in the same character. It's actually a niche flavor build. Like you can, it's not very optimized. But if you want something for role playing, like you can go for a specialist wizard. And normally, specialist wizards cannot cast spells or use wands of their prohibited schools, but sorcerers can. So you can take a dip in sorcerer to be able to use those items. But it's not very efficient. Also, generally, spellcaster multi-classing is really bad in D&D 3rd edition and Neverwinter Nights 1 especially, because Mystic Theurge doesn't exist, Eldritch Knight doesn't exist, and all the other Band-Aid prestige classes that fix multi-class spellcasters don't exist. I will say that the first edition where multi-classing wizard and sorcerer actually works decently well is D&D 5th edition. I mean, you could also do it in D&D 4th edition, but I mean, you could pretty much do whatever in that edition anyway. It wasn't the most efficient, and it wasn't the most powerful, but it wasn't useless, which is usually the case with a lot of multi-class combinations in the 3rd ed. Like seriously, multi-class experience penalty is the silliest thing ever. So you'd have level 9 spells, but you can't bypass spell resistance. So basically, if an opponent has a spell resistance of what, 38 or 39, none of your spells work on him. That's the main thing with, but I suppose you could, instead focus on buffs. I suppose you could do that, but, again, it's probably one of those cool but impractical things. Oh, you're gonna release the animals, so I have more XP to play with. Thank you, fam. Now that is something Mr. Lucky Khajiit would actually do. Awesome but impractical. I am a spike in D&D parlance. Basically, winning is everything. Oh, pack leader, you got paralyzed and you're gonna die. We're gonna kill the doggo with tentacles. I used hentai on Okami. It's super effective. Is this locked? Let's open the doors and have a barbecue. Pork chop sandwiches.
Perish as you should.
I'm curious, Khajiit, have you ever played this game? Because we seem to have the same interest. I saw that Bleach music video you made on your channel when you showed me that video of yours. I'm like, oh my goodness, he's a weeb like me, and he's even has Grimjo in there. Grim Kitty Catnip Jack. Oh, you never did? Interesting. I would have assumed you've had. We're about the same age. Anyway. Yeah, so in this game, I was recruited by the paladin Arabeth the Tilmaran to help them find the people who spread COVID-19 in Neverwinter. And I mean, with the Wailing Death in Neverwinter. And then bring them to justice. And by bring them to justice, I mean kill them for XP. Let's see. Oh wow, I guess I already... That was fast. I just powered through this level. I just cleaned everything up. And I think I started with like, what, 38,000 XP? So I made about 2,000 XP just grinding and killing everything to death. Thanks, I try. I'm one of those people who is very verbose but also able to summarize things when needed. The nice thing about this game is I have a stone of recall and I can just teleport away if needed. And I really like how they explain the stone of recall. I mean, I am one of the most important agents that Arabeth has at her disposal. So obviously she would have a high level cleric cast word of recall on me to, keep me from dying. Okay, we have finished this area. Let's sell everything first. It's a miracle of luck to have you return to us. After losing brave Sir Carathis to the Black Wolf, we can't help but be overly concerned with your welfare. Have you news for me, brother, or are you in need of something else? I need to sell things. Sell. Seems to have a lower buy amount than the rest, but I'm in a hurry. I really don't need this. I'm just gonna sell it. Do you have anything useful here? Boots of Elvenkind. I don't need to move silently. Belt of Guiding Light. This actually might be useful for when I go to Castle Jareg, so I don't get one-shotted by the Bodak. Time to turn in the letter to Arabeth. What do you mean, BTTV? Better Twitch TV? I do have it.
I am pleased to see that you remain safe, my friend. Lord Nasher tells me he is confident of your success, though I do worry at the danger in which you place yourself.
Nasher Senpai noticed me.
Have you yet discovered any new information on the cult?
Yes, I have. I have looked.
Good news. What have you discovered?
I give her the letter.
The cult sought to strike against you through an agent, did they? Fortunate for us that their efforts proved fruitless.
Oh, I think I may have not configured the chat overlay to have it.
We need that information if we are to strike at them.
Oh, you mean the ones where they bounce around on screen? No, I did not enable that.
Fortunately, it does mention where more cultures.
Yeah, you've actually said that the last time I told you, Arabeth, so I'm just gonna skip that. While we're at it, I'm level 9, so I can actually probably unlock the next chapter of their stories, of the companion stories. Feels bad, man. Yeah, I don't think. I'm not sure. Let me see. Yeah, it's. Let me actually test that. Oh wow, it's actually not appearing. Interesting. I probably have to fix that for the next stream. It's appearing on my dashboard here on OBS, but it's not appearing on the chat overlay. For the King. I have heard of that game, but I haven't played it.
What can Tommy do for
I just want to talk. Oh, what did you have in mind, my lord? I'd like you to continue your story from before, Tommy. Righto! I was telling you about Sammy's big plan to rule old Tommy, wasn't I? Ah, yes. So Sammy concocts this plan to have little Tommy thrown in prison, just like he'd been. He was going to steal the most fabulous gem in Kalimshan, and I was to take the blame for it. If he could steal it, wouldn't that make him famous? I didn't say Sammy was the smartest halfling on the block. In his mind, having me stuck in a Kalishite prison and ravaged daily by brutally convict cellmates was worth almost any price. Ah, Sammy, maybe he still resented my stealing both his lady friends. Actually, I stole his wife too. Nah, that was years and years before. Anyway, since Sammy wasn't so skilled, he had to get some help. Ended up leveraging himself to a rather nasty elf by the name of Rhaegar. Rhaegar was good. He was also the meanest rogue in Kalimshan, and Sammy had to practically become his servant to get him to agree. Rhaegar was also a pretty good pal of mine, though Sammy didn't know that. Thing is, I'd already been planning to heist the jewel myself all along. When Rhaegar tipped me off to Sammy's plan, I laughed so hard I just about peed in my britches. So what did you do? I did the only thing I could, of course. I made a plan of my own and went ahead with the heist. Until the night of the heist, I didn't let on that I knew what Sammy was up to. He acted all innocent, of course. Didn't say a word to me, even told me to get lost. It was quite a ruse, I tell you, but I saw through it all. He was no friend of mine, after all. He had become my arch nemesis. It sounds like you were his arch nemesis. What? Why would you think that? Well, there was that one time I told Rock the Crusher that Sammy stole his hammer. And not me, but Sammy forgave me after he healed, I swear. Still, I'd only wanted to teach Sammy a lesson. What happened to him the night of the heist was quite tragic. Oh no. Aye, it's terrible. The one thing I truly regret in my life. I shall have to tell you about it sometime. Let's just go on with your quest. I don't want to think about Sammy any longer. It's a lot of fun. I once got a pack with a few copies of the game when it got released and tossed it to my best friends. And sometimes when I'm done with bigger games, I play it and we played it together through all campaigns. It still got an update. What kind of game is For the King? I'd probably look it up after the game. Let's talk to Dalen. Alright, Dalen, spill the beans in your story. I'd like you to continue your story from before, Dalen. I suppose I owe you an explanation of my days in Luskan, Plowshare, after all we have been through together. As I told you, I went to Luskan in search of glory and honor, but there is no honor to be found in that wretched city. What happened? At first I found a warm welcome in Luskan. Half-orcs are accepted there as nowhere else, and I quickly found work as a soldier serving one of the high captain rulers of the city. It was bloody, brutal work. Soldiers from different factions were always battling in the streets. Many men died by my hand during my weeks there. I killed them because I was paid to kill them, because they served a different master. There was no honor in these battles, Plowshare, only senseless, shameful death. If you hadn't killed them, they would have killed you. You don't understand, Plowshare. All the killing, all the bloodshed, I liked it. It stirred my soul. Each morning I could taste the coming battles on my tongue and feel the rush of combat in my veins. I reveled in the slaughter like an animal, like a beast. It fed the dark taint of my father's orc blood and left a stain on my soul. I do not know how far I would have fallen had fate not intervened and saved me from myself. What did you mean by fate intervening? My fury in battle earned me a promotion, and I was sent to the Luskan flesh markets to guard the slaves in their stockades. My first sight of the stockades, the guards brought in a new batch of slaves. Among them was an old man, naked and feeble. I recognized the tattoos on his face as the markings of an Uthgard holy man. I did not know him. He was from another tribe, but seeing him brought in, hands shackled behind his back, brought shame crashing down upon me. You helped him escape, didn't you? At first I did nothing. The old man looked at me as he passed, and I saw in his eyes that he knew I was of the Uthgard, and he knew what I had become. Without warning, the old man threw himself at the nearest guard, a foolish gesture of defiance, for he was still shackled and bound. He was knocked to the floor, and the guards began to beat him. My world vanished beneath a veil of blood-red rage. When I came to my senses, I stood bathed in gore. The other guards in the stockade all lay dead by my hand. What about the old man? The old man lay bleeding on the floor, stabbed by one of the guards during the fight. As I crouched over him, I saw his wounds were fatal. He gazed up at me and spoke in a voice choked with blood. Free the others. With my axe, I hacked away the chains of the other slaves in the stockades. Once they had all fled into the night, I returned to the old man's side. So, it's a tabletop game. Base classes with stats. All things are decided by dice rolling, basically, and depending on the game type, you get different objectives. Huh, interesting. I may have heard of that game. I should probably look that up after the stream. Alright, once they had all fled into the night, I returned to the old man's side. Go, he said with his dying breath. I could do nothing more for him, so I fled before my actions were discovered. I left Luskan that night, a man saved from himself by another sacrifice. We all have a dark side, Dalen. You have faced yours and triumphed over it. I thank you for your words, Plowshare, and I would like to believe you, but I know what I did in Luskan. I know what vile appetites I fed. I cannot deny my father's blood is within me. I can only hope to overcome this blight so that I may someday prove my spirit worthy of the Uthgard. Only then will my tribe welcome me back. Until then, this is my burden to bear, one of many. What do you mean by one of many? And obviously it's not one of many, the companion in Mask of the Betrayer. Forgive me, Plowshare. You have been a good friend to listen to my tale, but there are some things I am not yet ready to share with you. This is not the time to speak of such things, Plowshare. We must focus on rooting out the cult responsible for the Wailing Death. Perhaps we can speak of this later, when the time is right. So basically, it will probably unlock at level 10. Alright, Grimnaw's time! Alright, Murder Dwarf. I'd like you to continue your story from before, Grimnaw. Earlier, I mentioned my order's hatred of the abomination that is undeath, Plowshare, and I hinted at my own experience in battling such evil. I am not eager to dredge up those memories, but if we are to stand together, you deserve to hear the tale. What happened? Shortly after I had come to join the Order of the Long Death, one of my fellow monks returned to the monastery with ill news. He had discovered the lair of a powerful lich. Our service to the Silent Lord demands that we destroy such an affront to death, so we marched forth to destroy the foul creature and end its unholy existence. I myself never faced the Lich in battle, but I was one of many assigned the task of destroying the Lich's zombie and skeleton servants. Never have I felt such revulsion or terror during a battle. I thought you liked killing and death. There is beauty in death. The exquisite agony of a mangled soldier's screams well up in a glorious crescendo before ending on a single perfect note of eternal silence. Damn, son, you're poetic. The writhing torment of a flailing body is transformed into the magnificent truth of a frozen corpse, forever stilled. But when a corpse is not still, when the dead continue to shamble and stumble forward in a gross caricature of living flesh, where is death's beauty then, Plowshare? I didn't realize you were so squeamish. My order killed scores of zombies in the crypt that day, Plowshare. Their bodies disintegrated beneath my blows in a shower of rotting flesh. Yet they pressed inexorably forward. But the true horror was yet to come. From the back of the tomb where the highest-ranking monks of the Order battled, the Lich herself... waves... What? Where the highest-ranking monks of the Order battled the Lich herself, waves of dark necromancy spelled out over the battlefield. Several of my companions had fallen during the battle, and as the foul spell touched their corpses, they clambered to their feet, zombies under the will of the enemy we sought to destroy. You mean you had to kill some of your own companions? We do not fear death, Plowshare, and had I been able to bring the Silent Lord's touch to my fallen comrades, I would not have felt such revulsion at this memory. But a zombie has no mind. It feels nothing. The pain that purifies and prepares us for death has no effect on such creatures. The understanding that comes during the moment of death is forever denied to such creatures. I destroyed the animated lumps of flesh that were once my brothers and sisters in the Order, but I could not truly kill them. The undead can never be given such release. What about the Lich? The Lich was destroyed, as were all its minions. We burned its lair, setting fire to the crypt so that the dark magic might be cleansed from a sacred place of death. But even though we were ultimately victorious, the cost was terrible. The horror of the battle haunts me still, as does the fate of my fallen brothers and sisters from the Order. I'm sorry for what happened to the other monks of your Order, Grimnaw. I thank you for your words, Plowshare, though I doubt you truly understand. You bring death and destruction, but you do not understand it as we of the Long Death. The true horror of what happened to my brothers and sisters is too terrible to comprehend, but I have vowed to free them from the torment of their undeath. How do you plan to do that? You are a servant of the Silent Lord, Plowshare. You bring death and pain to the world, yet even so you are not a member of the Long Death. My order has secrets I am not yet ready to share with you. This is not the time... Okay, this is basically the same thing that Dylan tells me, but just copy-pasted. So the Order of the Long Death is kind of similar to the Faceless Man religion in Game of Thrones. I don't watch or read Song of Ice and Fire or Game of Thrones. I'm not very sure, but they're an order of assassins who see death as the ultimate blessing, as the ultimate release. I think level 9 is when he gets the haste robes.
Is there something you need?
Let me examine him. Is he hasted? I guess I don't see it. Holy crap! Yes, AC 25. So 4 plus 3, 17. So he has 8 AC not accounted for. Where is he getting that? I guess not. So 8 AC unaccounted for. I guess an amulet of natural armor plus 2, bracers of armor plus 2, and I guess haste boots. How fast are you? Come to me.
Guard over me, Keter. Walk in my step. Follow me.
I'm not sure if he's hasted or if he's just fast as a monk. Yeah, okay, thank you. It is level 9, yeah.
I suspected you'd show up.
Yes, okay, waifu-chan. Talk to me. Talk about what, Plowshare? I'd like you to continue your story from before, Shaman. I had just mentioned the invitation from Athkatla, hadn't I? Yes, that's right. We went, though I had a sense of foreboding the entire way. The city of Koid lived up to its name. It was a golden, bustling place that rivaled even the Great Waterdeep. The palace we arrived at was larger than any building I'd ever seen. Danon assured me that we would find our fortune there, and for a while I thought he might be right. We were to play before the fabulously wealthy Lord and Lady Onaris, and all seemed well. So he is hasted from the moment his armor is black? His armor isn't black, he's still wearing like the Sun Soul robes, I think. He has yellow armor. What went wrong then? Nothing went wrong at first. Danon and I were pampered and prepared for our performance, and it went off without any problems. We sang in a great hall before several hundred nobles. It still takes my breath away to think about it, and the applause for our duet was thunderous. I remember being exhilarated and pleased as Danon was. It was then that the Lord and Lady Onaris came to greet us in person. Lord Onaris was a fat and simple man who seemed bored. The lady, however, she was an exotic beauty. Violet eyes, elfin features, an astounding gown. Every man watched as she passed. Oh my goodness, it's Mary Sue God Mode, or Ebony Darkness Dementia Ravenway. You're not exactly a hobgoblin, Sharwin. Next to Lady Onaris, I might as well have been the homeliest hobgoblin you can imagine. She had a presence, and Danon noticed it too. Of course I asked why we were invited. Lady Onaris ignored me and fawned over Danon, saying how she had spotted him in a lovely tavern in Beregost, and I had wanted to meet him. Beregost? So you were in northern... No, Beregost is in Baldur's Gate territory, so... is south of Baldur's Gate. So basically, Lady Onaris was like, he saw Danon performing while she was at an inn in another country. Lovely tavern in Beregost and had wanted to meet him. I had been in Beregost too, of course, but I was completely ignored. She cooed over Danon, and he was flushed with pleasure at the attention. He agreed readily to a year-long contract to perform. Of course, I was not happy about it. Danon called me later and assured me there was nothing to worry about. Nothing could have been further from the truth. Oldest story in the book. Perhaps, perhaps not. I fought for Danon, but things weren't as they seemed. That is a tale I'll continue at another time, however. I tire of thinking about Danon, Plowshare. Let's do something else. Your story seems a lot shorter than Murder Dwarf's here. Alright,
That you would return.
Clumsy anime elf, tell me your tale.
Hey there, dear.
Alright, you want to know how Synth won my heart, Plowshare? I guess I could tell you about it. I couldn't face Synth. Since our embarrassing encounter, I had decided never to be near him again. Easier said than done when dealing with a daring adventurer. One night he scaled the 10-story wall of my parents' home and climbed in through the window. 10-story wall? Your parents must be rich. Oh no. Oh no. Why is there an apostrophe there? There shouldn't be one. Grammar Nazi trigger. Well, it's not 10 stories anymore, not since the explosion, but that's a different story and not the one I want to get into. As he began to quietly serenade me, as I sat bolt upright in bed and opened my mouth to scream. He jumped toward me to quiet me, but I didn't know it was him, so I brought my foot up and kicked him in the jaw. He stumbled backwards out onto the balcony. I leapt up to continue my attack, but when I got to the balcony, I saw his face in the moonlight. He was holding his jaw, his face wrinkled in pain. You mean you broke his jaw? I just bruised him, but it must have hurt a lot because when I realized what I'd done, I moved to help him and he must have thought I was attacking again. He leapt over the edge of the balcony since he didn't want to have to hurt me to stop me, or so he said later. I thought he would fall and kill himself, so I ran over to stop him. He had grabbed the edge of the balcony floor between the rails and was trying to swing himself towards the lower terrace. I didn't see his fingers though. Actually, there's an explanation for his armor. He's wearing the robes of the Sun Soul, I guess +2. Ring of Protection +2. Amulet of Natural Armor +2, so that's +6. So there's 2 unaccounted for. So, he's wearing the boots of the Sun Soul for +2 dodge. So that's where the 8 extra AC comes from. He is probably still level 8. I am level 9. Yeah, so they're all the same level, so just one level behind me. So when I reach level 10, he will gain the haste robe. He had grabbed the edge of the balcony floor between the rails and was trying to swing himself towards the lower terrace. I didn't see his fingers though. Tell me you didn't. I stepped right on his right hand, causing it to slip off the edge. He managed to hang on with his left hand though. Fearing he would die, I called on Sanin for the strength to save him. I felt power flow into my muscles and I reached over the edge, grabbing his hand. I pulled, heard a loud popping noise and hauled him over the wall, dislocated shoulder and all. At least he survived. I don't think he was terribly thankful at first. He just lay on the balcony trying to hold his shoulder and rub his jaw. I was trying to apologize, but he just kept begging me not to touch him. Finally, I got frustrated with his protest and grabbed his shoulder, popped it back into place, and then cast a healing spell on him to relieve the pain. And that didn't kill him or turn him into a frog or something. I may have troubles with certain things, but I am a good healer. You should know that by now. I never gave him a chance to think about it. I helped him up, kissed him soundly, then led him to my bedchambers and removed any thought of flight from his mind. Good for you! We were very close after that night, and we married a year later. Those were the happiest years of my life. I just wish they could have lasted. Number 2, what did you kill him finally? What do you mean? What happened? I can't talk about that right now. The memories are too unpleasant. Spoiler alert, Synth is dead. He was exploring an underground site which is east of Fort Last, which we will be going to later in this chapter. Alright. Who's Body Knock is the last one.
You're back.
Yes, tell me your story. Spock Gnome. This is difficult for me to speak of, Plowshare. What happened between my father and I, our falling out, is a painful memory. But maybe if I share the tale with someone else, I can ease some of that pain and guilt I feel over what happened. That is a logical assumption, isn't it? I guess. Yeah, as is, he's pretty good, but with Dalen I can buff him with a flame weapon, which deals 1d4 plus 10 fire damage, which is a lot. And I can also give him a greater magic weapon, which upgrades his weapon to a +3 weapon. He's still pretty good though, but he kinda... I guess I can try using him when I'm done with Body Knock's story, just to see how good he is. What happened? My father's days of groundbreaking research in agronomy are behind him. He is an old man content to putter in his own garden, happily living out his days among his friends and family. But even so, he still receives gifts of strange and exotic plants from distant lands so that he can add them to his garden. It is said that in the spring, when the flowers bloom, my father's yard is the most beautiful place on Lantan. It truly is his pride and joy. Let me guess, you destroyed his garden? I wish that had been the only consequence of my actions, Plowshare. My father asked me to tend his garden for a few weeks while he went to visit a friend on the other side of the island. Everything went well the first week. I found the work enjoyable enough, though hardly as stimulating as my sorcerer's studies. I even came up with a more efficient watering system he could use on his plants. But in the second week, I noticed the beginning of a rotweed infestation. Rotweed? I've never heard of it. Rotweed is a vile, noxious crawling vine with a foul, pungent odor. Unchecked, it will overrun any garden in a matter of weeks, choking the life from every other plant. Even worse, the roots release a powerful toxin into the earth, poisoning the soil so nothing else will grow on the land for years. And like most unwanted garden guests, rotweed is virtually impossible to kill. What did you do? The only way to deal with rotweed is through fire applied directly to the vines. If you can make the fire hot enough, the flames will be absorbed into the plant and burn down to the root, killing the weed. I still remember my father as a child using oil and torches to destroy a rotweed infestation. It was long and difficult work, for the vine is resistant to fire, and it is difficult to make the flames hot enough to wither the roots. However, I had no such worries as I went out to the garden that morning. The infestation had only just begun, and I had a secret weapon. After all, I was a sorcerer. Fireball! With visions of how pleased my father would be at the efficiency of my methods, I approached the weed and unleashed a burning hands. Burning hands spelled directly at the vine. But something went wrong, didn't it? Yeah, you're right. I don't have Cast Grace and Owl's Wisdom, but I can get it later. Actually, Dalen has, I think they fixed that in Enhanced Edition. He has ambidexterity and two-weapon fighting, which I can show you after this. I made the mistake of approaching the problem without all the necessary data. My actions were logical in the context of my knowledge, but I was operating under a fatally flawed assumption. There was a reason my father used oil and torches to eliminate the infestation rather than sending for the local mage. Magical fire destroys rotweed, but the intense heat causes the plant to violently explode. The vine burst, spewing out molten sap that ignited everything it touched. The roots ignited in the earth, and columns of flame erupted from the soil, raining blazing bits of vegetation down all around me. Were you hurt? Miraculously, I was unharmed by the conflagration, though the entire garden was soon ablaze, as was my father's house and the houses of our neighbors on either side. No one was injured, and for that at least I am grateful, but by the time the fire brigade doused the flames, all three houses were ruined, and my father's prize-winning garden was nothing but ash. It was an accident, Bodynock. You were only trying to help. It may have been an accident, Plowshare, but that does nothing to mitigate the cost of the terrible tragedy. My father is a wealthy man, so he did not begrudge me the compensation he had to pay his neighbors or the cost of replacing his own home. But his garden was utterly destroyed, and for that he has never forgiven me. Maybe someday I can make it up to him. Typo. Some gesture to heal the pain I have caused him. Like what? Please, I don't wish to discuss this any longer. The memory is too painful. Perhaps I will be in the mood to speak more of my tale, but for now we should focus on your mission. The cult responsible for the Wailing Death must be found. So he actually has ambidexterity and two-weapon fighting now. Ambidexterity? Two-weapon fighting. Yeah! So he actually has a really good attack modifier. So I guess I'm gonna take Murder Dwarf here. Wow, he has a high attack. 1d10 plus 5, 1d6 cold damage. Okay, that's decent. Can I cast Flame Weapon on him? No. Can I cast Greater Magic Weapon on him? No. Okay, well, at least I have 2 extra spells, and my buffing will be 2 rounds faster. So if he has armor and so 25 AC, how much does mage armor improve him by? +2. So he's missing one armor type because mage armor gives deflection, armor, natural, and dodge. And dodge always stacks up to +20. So he obviously has the robes of the Sun Soul, so he has an armor modifier. So he probably doesn't have a ring of protection or an amulet of natural armor. One of the two. Oh, does mage armor give shield? No, it does not. Natural armor, dodge, deflection, and enhancement. It's actually interesting how they buffed monks in Neverwinter Nights 1 without changing their class much from D&D 3rd edition. They just gave them a lot of monk exclusive items that are underpriced compared to the other classes' items. The frustrating thing about monks in D&D 3rd ed is that the amulet of natural weapons or natural attacks, I don't remember what it's called, it's actually more expensive than the equivalent level weapon. Like a +1 weapon is 2,000 plus 300 plus the cost of the weapon. 300 is for making the weapon masterwork, and then 2,000 is the enhancement cost. An amulet of natural attacks costs 3,000 for a +1, and 9,000 for a +2. +2 weapon only costs 8,000. So yeah, it's pretty much really overpriced. Instead, what they did here was to give you access to monk boots, monk gloves, and other monk robes as well to help them. He shouldn't have a shield bonus because he can't use shields. He's a monk. Anyway, they could just arbitrarily increase his stats. I mean, there's no way to actually view his stats anyway in the original game. Now let's see. I guess we're gonna wander around and I think this is one of the locations. I think this is the cave which leads into Sir Carathis' lair.
It is certain as death itself.
Oh right, he doesn't have lockpick, so he's gonna do the monk lockpicking thing. Oh yeah, the attack bonus is the enhancement bonus, and they're very cheap compared to pencil and paper D&D. Let's see. I think the graveyard is over here. Or was that the mine? One of the two. Loot. Fenberry. Excuse me. Is this the graveyard or the mine? It's I can't. Yeah, this is the mine. There's nothing there for us. That's the last part of the bounty hunting quest. Once you've gotten where's the bounty hunt? Once you've gotten everyone except Yesgar, that's where you'll find Yesgar. East Road and Neverwinter Wood. Okay. This is where one of the werewolves is located, and also where the archaeologists are. This is the archaeologist camp, I think. Alright, let's take these folks out.
Death comes for us all. Perish as you should.
Why does he keep switching targets? Got him. Did you ever find, or better said, use the flame twin gloves from the Hordes of the Underdark? I've actually never played Monk past chapter 1 in Neverwinter Nights official campaign. I pretty much only play wizard or sorcerer or fighter. I think I once played a single class paladin in Hordes of the Underdark, and the funny thing is there's no saving throw for lay on hands and no attack roll, so I instantly killed the demi lich by using lay on hands on it. I may have found those items, but I probably never used them. I'm getting decent XP here. Open that.
It is certain as death itself.
Thanks, Grimno. Attack him.
Strike at them. Attack.
Those gloves give +4 attack bonus, plus 1d8 fire damage, and active once per day summon Flame Twin for 8 rounds. Interesting. Wait, Hordes of the Underdark? No, I don't think I've ever gotten that. Actually, there should be a werewolf here. Let me quick save so I don't accidentally kill him. There he is. Oh no, that's a troll. I thought he was here. I mean, I guess monks are kind of good in this game because they're really fast and there's a lot of combat. There he is, there's Geth, that's a werewolf. I actually want to rescue him, so I'm gonna quick save so I don't accidentally kill him. There we go. Okay, hold position, then follow me. Don't attack him. We did it, Reddit.
Well met.
What are you doing here? Why have you come? I do not wish to be bothered. Who are you? Geth, at one time a normal man and not a horrific beast, who hails from Port Last. Why do you care? I have silver charms from Yurik. Silver? I might be despondent about my future, but I do not wish to prematurely end it either. I do not wish it prematurely ended either. This charm comes from Yurik. It is safe. I felt a flicker of hope. Could it be truth, then? Fine, give me the charm and we will see what happens. I am human again. Is this a joke? A dream that I will wake from? Let it be truth. Oh, take my ring and bring it to Yurik. I am overjoyed. I am human again. Thank you, stranger. Thank you. I am forever indebted, and you ran the opposite way. Alright. We did it, Reddit. We did it. Okay, let's take out this troll, I guess. Got him. Regenerating, but effortless. Chains puzzle? Is that the one which leads to the third level of Undermountain?
It is certain as death itself. The task is done.
Click, click, click. And we're at the archaeologist camp. And before we talk to Jax, I'm gonna start looting everything in sight. Lockpick that with your fists.
Strike at them! Attack!
Grab this. Grab this. I'm kinda in a hurry. I'm just gonna blow things up. Got it. So I think I have my quest for today. I'm gonna go to the Creator Ruins and do the side quest, which offers a lot of foreshadowing into the rest of the plot. Jax. This old man has an air of nervousness and forgetfulness.
Help! Attack! What? What? Oh, 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 oh. Oh, well, you don't look like... Oh, never mind.
You seem rather nervous. What's your name? My name is Jax, Professor Jax, a famous archaeologist, don't you know? I am looking for knowledge about some ancient creatures. That's why I came here. Who are you? My name is Plowshare the Sorcerer, and I am interested in hearing more about these creatures. Oh, a fellow scholar are you? Let me tell you about my research. I am talking about a creator race. Very fascinating, actually. I believe they lived thousands of years ago. You're right. And I think one of their ruins lies somewhere around here. You are also right. So you are looking for dead things. No, no, no. I am looking for proof of the existence of this race. You see, some fellow archaeologists and I were hunting through the cave systems in the area to find an entrance to some ruins that lie beneath them. It was a marvelous expedition, or so it seemed. I figured there should be lots of treasure and tomes created by this race, but then we were attacked by the trolls and ogres. Trolls? Ogres? Tell me more about them. I was studying a rock formation in one of the caves when they attacked us. We had some guards with us, but they were holding the ogres off. But the trolls killed them as easily as children. What did you do then? We ran for our lives. The guards gave us enough time for a few of us to get away, but not enough. Not nearly enough. I'm sorry for your grief. All that death has come to nothing. So many sacrifices, and we still don't have the proof I need about the creator race. Tell me more about this creator race. Not too much is known about them. They were very powerful, and it is speculated that they fought for control of Toril against the dragons. You are correct. When did they fight dragons? This happened over 10,000 years ago, even before the first human civilization of the Netherrealm came into power. They used powerful spells, creating magical effects and items that can only be dreamed of now that the gods have limited its use. What kind of treasure are you suggesting? Well, if they were powerful enough to contend with dragons, as I think they were, then they must have had some powerful magic items. Not to mention wealth. The trolls might have some treasure too. And you think you could prove this race existed? If they were as advanced as I think they were, then they should have left behind some writings. If I could get my hands on a book that proves these ruins were built by the creator race, then I could get the rest of my grant money. I need to find a complete history of the ruins. Grant money? Is that what you are worried about? No, no, no. The money is necessary to keep funding my research. The money goes to pay for guards, supplies, and equipment, as well as the expertise of other researchers. Without that money, I cannot learn more. And that is why it is so important that I find this proof. I could help you look for this ancient tome. Oh my lord, that would be wonderful. And since I need this for my own financial gain, I would pay you 500 gold pieces, and you can keep any treasure you find. Here is a key for the barracks. You can talk to my colleagues inside for more information. That would be just fine. Just find me a tome that proves the creator race existed and that they built these ruins. Bring it back to me as quickly as you can. That sounds very dangerous. I think some money up front would be justified. That seems reasonable. Here's 100 GP. That should seal the deal. Be careful, lad. This has turned out to be a very difficult operation. Good luck. Money. Most useful skills. Yeah, you're right. Use magic device, but it's a restricted skill in D&D 3rd Ed, which means only classes which have it as a class skill can put levels into it, and only when they level up those classes. It became a cross-class skill in D&D 3.5, so yeah, that's very useful. Concentration, I'm not actually fond of. There's no denying it's useful, but the problem with it is that it's a skill tax. It's basically just designed to take up one of your skill points permanently for a spellcaster. It's a no-brainer. If you don't take it, you just, you just suck as a spellcaster. Healing, I don't really use it because I don't have a lot of hit points in the first place, and I can just rest easily. Plus, I have a ring of regeneration to heal myself with. Let's open this. Heavy crossbow. Lenton. What do you want? My apologies, sir. I'm in a foul temper today. How can I help you? Who are you? My name is Lenton. And what's your name? My name is Plowshare the Sorcerer. I'm pleased to meet you. Well, aren't we in just a dandy, cheerful mood today? Let's put you in this mood. How about we start with Creator Race obsessed Jax and his stupid expedition to find ruins that don't exist? You don't think the ruins exist? Oh, I did. Jax had me totally convinced, but we searched through cavern after cavern, and you know what we found? Nothing? Blast, I wish we had found nothing. We found trolls and ogres, hordes of trolls and their pet ogres. No ancient creatures, no tombs, no tomes, just trolls and ogres. We were studying this unusual rock formation because Jax thought it might be special, but it wasn't. Suddenly I hear the scream. I turn around and there's this huge troll holding my brother Drokas by one leg. It dangles him upside down and then bites its head off. And then it bites his head off. I'm sorry, that's horrible. I don't need your pity, I need your help. The one that ate my brother was obviously the leader. He started pointing and snarling, and a whole tribe, or whatever you're supposed to call a group of trolls, rushed out and started to attack us. Only a few of us escaped from those caves. I want someone to go back there and wipe out every one of those trolls, especially the big one. That sounds like an important job. I'll do it. Excellent. Bring me the troll chieftain's head and I will pay you 300 gold. I think it would be a sign of good faith if you funded me some of that gold. Okay, I guess I could pay you 100 gold, but I expect results. Okay, good luck and happy hunting. We're gonna go to the second floor. Actually, no, let's talk to Revat first. The drool dribbles off the lips of this man whose eyes are brimming over with tears.
Hello there.
Mama? Oh, you not Mama. Me in big trouble. That sounds bad. What's your name? Me name be Revat. Who you be? Call me Plowshare. I glad meet you, Plowshare. Me wish I could be on happy day. What's so terrible about today? Me mama would be stole by trolls. Ooh, me need to get her back or me be in big trouble. Mama be good archaeologist. You know digs for old stuff person? Me be her helper. Me protects her. Only me not do so good job. Why? What went wrong? Me talking with other guard when look back. Mama gone. Me not worry much. Me she go sometimes then she come back. Then we hear sounds like mad dogs. We turn round and there be trolls and ogres. The trolls that Jax told me about. Yes, nasty trolls, ugly ogres. So we get ready and start a fight. Monsters kill most of the guards, but me fight brave. Then troll hit me in head and cut me. I no longer can see with blood in eyes, and Jax grab me hand and lead me out of caves. Me lucky to survive. No one else here help me, and me afraid go back in dark cave. Me must wait here. Hope she come back. Don't worry, I'll save her for you. Oh, you good man, you find me mama. Me tell you what me know. They have me mama in cave near here. She be nice and sweet, except when she grab ears and yell at you for plate breaking or milk spilling or peas not eating or fidgeting but me not supposed to talk about her like that. Here, I give you a ring to show mama. This me daddy's ring from when he die. Me not know him, but me mama say he be nice, quiet man. Me friends say he nag to death, but me not understand what that mean. Go quick and help mama be safe. Alright, but I think I might need some money now to help me rescue your mom. Okay, me do anything to help get mama back, so you just give me 100 gold. What is the ring? Let me actually examine it. This broad-banded iron ring is large and heavy, intended for a man's hand. Those who knew its owner, Revat's father, will recognize it as his, and may be more prone to trust the one who bears it. Okay, it's just a quest item. Healing is a skill I like more in the Shadows of Untitled than OG campaign where you can simply TP back heal. Yeah. Oh yeah, it actually helps a lot in that game because you can't just, randomly go back. So I'm gonna buff myself first before entering this room. This is where Delilah, one of the escaped convicts, is. There's even a way to use them in between actions. There you are.
An intruder! Die, fool!
A bitter look from this halfling is all that anyone seems to get. Oh, she's killing herself on me.
All right, I surrender. Let us stop this fight. I cannot win. You've beaten me. I cannot defeat you, try as I might, though fighting you was not my desire. And now I would only ask that you show mercy and let me leave defeated.
Who are you? Oh my, all this fighting and you don't even have a reason to kill me, and here I thought you were a bounty hunter. Then again, perhaps you are. Either way, my name is Delilah. I'd say it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, but I'm sure you understand the truth. Delilah, you're one of the escaped convicts I've been told about. So you know about me. It appears that try as I might, I cannot escape my past, and I will never have freedom. Your past? Freedom? What do you mean? I was locked away in prison many years ago. I will not defend my past, and yes, I understand what I did was despicable. Not that I really cared. I did it. It helped me to get by, so I escaped prison. Perhaps if I could, I'd go back to my old life. Perhaps I'd start over anew. To me, it matters little. Just to be free from that prison, so I thought would be the difference. Just to be free from that prison, so I thought would be the difference. You're free now. How did you manage to escape? Truly, you are a curious one. You seek to know every detail, it seems. Perhaps there is something else you desire about me besides my pretty little head. No matter. Let me continue with my story. In prison, I met up with some other inmates. A half-breed led them by the name of Yesgar. Like me, they were looking for a way out. Who were the other inmates? The others were named Sturge, Zor, and the Prissy Wyvern. We all had our tasks. I was to deal with the guards. Go on. We all escaped without a hitch. We escaped the most secure prison in all of Waterdeep. The Waterdeep Redemption. Even if you decided to kill me where I stand, I will be remembered for that. Surely by now you can have no further questions, so tell me, have you made a decision as to what you will do with me? What will you give me to spare your life? You must be weary from all your travels. There are certain skills I possess that you might find quite invigorating. I have no... what are you getting at? Come now, you know what I'm getting at. We're already here in my bedroom. Well, this has been a long time. You're definitely not sore in the eyes. I knew you'd come around. There's nothing stopping us. We could start right now. What do you want me to do? Here, let me help you get out all your gear. Now it's time for some fun. What? What the fuck? Hey, I didn't... That is funny. She unequipped my items. I did not... I actually wanted to negotiate for her ear, but I guess she's not willing to go down without a fight. So I'm just gonna kill her. She's dead. Like, there's an option for... there's actually an option for some of them to, you know, like, hey, give me your ear, and I can let you go. I can trick them into, you know, thinking that I've killed you. Okay, that is not the option I wanted, but fuck it. Here's a crate. Let's loot it. Okay, time to head into the ruins. Oh wait, what is this? Is this a chest? A chest we haven't bashed yet. Let's bash this thing. Where is my spear? There's my spear.
My attack has no effect.
Oh, I don't have any left. Okay, Grimno, open this.
Certain as death itself.
Ah, heck, he's stuck. Pathfinding. I'm just gonna acid arrow this.
Skull Cleaver!
Got it.
The task is done.
Okay, are these also chests? Yeah, let's fireball them. The wizard's lockpick. Oh, ow. I hit myself. Remains. Ooh, what is that? Parry gloves. Useless. But in terms of usefulness, I guess some of the most useful skills are discipline, which you need to not get knocked down all the time. But again, I don't like it. It's a feat tax, and I don't like, sorry, skill tax, and I don't like those types of skills, which are just added there so to force you to spend points on them. I mean, this game is old, so you know they've obviously learned from their mistakes in the intervening years. But at the time, they thought it was a good idea. Open this.
The task is done.
Excuse me. So, did I lose mage armor? I did. So I spent too long talking. Here lies the brave and noble frontiersman Alok, who scoffed at the warnings of lesser men and built this fine tower. Okay, let's go in. And I think this is Synth's... Nope. Human body. That's not the right one. I think Alino's husband was somewhere in these caves. Oh, enemies, attack!
Strike at them! Attack! Perish as you should!
Got him. Checking something for a bit. Click ogre. I think I can just click them. They're effortless, so they're not worth using spells on.
The Silent Lord take you!
It is certain that
Open this.
the task is done.
What's your AC? 25. Let's buff it up. Oh, wrong spell. Let's buff it up even more. Moving on. Oh, this area is pretty small. Alright. Elemental shield and death armor. Oh, spell disrupted. I'm gonna die. Oh shit. Yep. I didn't die. Let's drink some more potions. Fireball. Attack.
Strike at them! Attack!
Damn it. You're not attacking.
The Silent Lord take you!
Click. Got him. Got him as well. I'm out of spells. Goodness. Quick save. And Grimno, lockpick that. Ow! Holy crap. Then let's acid arrow lockpick that. Got it. Quick save. No traps here. Okay, I can actually rest. Rest. Alright, time for our buffing routine. Protection from evil, flame weapon, magic weapon, ghostly visage, and shield. Oh, I almost forgot about this. Endure elements. Might as well do that too. Let's check our quest log for now. East Road, the Simpleton's Mother, What Lurks Below. The book will be a complete history of the Creator Ruins. I think this is a multi-level dungeon. At the very bottom of the troll, at the very bottom will be the troll. At the bottom of this cave complex is like the troll lair, and then even lower than that would be the Creator Ruins. The funny thing is that I can actually like bypass a lot of the Creator Ruins puzzles by just killing the Guardian outright. Get this.
Feel the chill touch of the grave.
Click. Okay. 41, almost 42,000. Goodness. Leveling up is slow. There's so much to loot, so much to sell. There's a door here. Oh, there's Janice. There's Ravat's mother. Pile of skulls. Restoration. This elderly female is surrounded by some sort of glowing energy field.
Greetings.
You look like a pretty boy. What are you doing here? You're Ravat's mama? Mama, right? I'm here to rescue you. My name is Janice. Hope you can learn that better than my boy. Sorry, he never said your name. Not too bright, are you? I just hope you have more manners than those slobbering trolls. So, why did they kill you or eat you? Why don't I just tell you the whole story? It's easier to explain that way. You see, I am a mage of no small accomplishment, but I am also fascinated by archaeology. I was with a troop of archaeologists, and we were exploring these caves. I became interested in an unusual pattern on the cave walls, and accidentally became separated from the others. Then I heard the screams. So, what did you do? Don't interrupt. No respect for your elders. That's a problem with your generation. By the time I got back to where they were, everyone had either been killed or had fled. I was very concerned for my son Revat. He is a little slow of mind. In a quick glimpse, I noticed that his body wasn't on the ground. Then the largest troll I have ever seen came back into the cave. He seemed surprised to see me, which was all that saved me. He started to hoot and shout to the others, then came bounding across the floor. I began to cast a spell, but the sight of the blood on his claws caused me to slip in the incantation. I had meant to encase him in an Autilux Resilience Sphere, a very rare but useful spell. So what happened? The spell sucked back on me and trapped me in a form-fitting, impenetrable force field. I couldn't move, but the trolls couldn't hurt me either. They were so impressed, I think they thought I was a goddess. A goddess? Why do you think that? There is enough room in this shell for me to talk. When I could talk, but they couldn't hurt me, they started bowing down and bringing me gifts. Not that I could accept them, but they brought them anyway. I see that you have the ring from Revat. If you would just touch me with the ring, it should negate the spell. Alright, here's the ring. Oh, thank you. That feels better. Well, what are you standing around wasting time for? Don't you have other things you should be doing? Don't you need help getting back to Revet? What? Do I look like somebody's weak old granny? I'm a powerful mage and I can make my own way back now that the spell is broken. And she teleports out. When I first finished this quest in the original Neverwinter Nights, I was really impressed because normally female spellcasters are rarely depicted as old women and rarely as mothers. So that was like a double whammy for me. And she's not exactly evil either. She's just, you know, she's just an old wizard who just happens to have a son, a special needs son, which is strange enough at the time to be included. A letter. The handwriting is bloodstained, but part of it is legible. Dear Amatia, these caves are deep and dangerous. We've found layers and layers of caves, but there is construction down at the bottom and the crypts we seek. We tried to get Darius out, but barely escaped ourselves. We're going back tomorrow, love, to try again. I hope I'll get a chance to send this to you. Alright, you're gonna get tentacled. And fireballed. Attack.
Attack!
Oh wow, he has a high AC. I guess I'm just gonna whittle down at you with Ray of Frost. Got him. Potion. Loot bag, an arrow, quick save so we don't die. Ow.
It is certain as death itself. The task is done.
Got it. Wine. Just a role-playing item that doesn't really do anything in the game. Aside from decrease your intelligence. Quick save. This goes back outside. Oh, deeper into caves. Interesting. This goes back to the surface.
Death comes for us all!
Alright, so while my companion is killing everyone, I'm gonna loot this. I just realized, ogres and trolls are giants, and dwarves like Grimno have battle training versus giants. So he has a +4 dodge bonus to AC against them. So his actual AC is actually it's actually 31, which is ludicrous. They can't hit him. So before I go down, I'm gonna kill the troll leader first, I think, which is in this area. Click. Let's see, is this where Synth died? Nope, that's not the cave. Got him. Quick save. Oh, this is locked.
Perish as you should!
Go destroy it. Wow, that's a sturdy door. Got it. Troll Chieftain. Fireball. Go get him.
Strike at them! Attack! Feel the chill touch of the grave!
Another fireball. Get him.
Get them. Attack. The Silent Lord take you. Death comes for us all.
Okay, injured.
Comes for us all.
He doesn't have that high of an AC if even I am able to hit him. Ooh, nice. Got him. So I should be able to turn that into the camp. But I actually don't have an easy way to teleport back to the camp. I can teleport back to Port Last, go north and then east, and that's how I'd get back. So I guess it's actually more efficient to just keep going forward. Okay, time to use our bag of holding to store our more heavy stuff. There we go. What is this cloak? It's a cloak of protection from law. Not really that useful. Alright, then I guess there's treasure here. Oh, this just goes further forward. Attack!
Strike at them. Attack.
So for you, it feels like they designed Grimnot to be just super powerful. He's the best companion without any buffs, and with the cleric or druid as the main car, he can go insane. I suppose so.
Feel the chill touch.
But Tommy under Gallows isn't that bad either. And Dalen Red Tiger is like pretty good when you buff him with a greater magic weapon and flame weapon. I will say I'm really disappointed about the spellcasting companions. They suck so much. Oh my goodness.
The Silent Lord take you.
Yeah, sadly we can't coup de grace him because you can't coup de grace opponents that are too high level. But you do get an automatic critical, I think. No, it wasn't an automatic critical. It just we just I guess hit him really easily.
Feel the chill touch of the grave.
Open this. Ow.
It is certain.
Death and damnation.
The task is done.
Let's see, recasting Ghostly Visage and Shield. I'm not sure they designed him intentionally to be the most powerful character. I mean, they're obviously meant to be like comparable to each other, but what ended up happening is that the simple melee characters are way more powerful because of how stupid the AI is.
Death comes for us all.
So about slightly less than 2,500 more XP to level up. I will say I love the ability to control your party in Neverwinter Nights 2, but the interface is so bad and the camera is so bad. I wish they'd done something like a 3D version of Baldur's Gate instead of that horrible UI that they settled on for Neverwinter Nights 2. Got him. Is there anything here? No, there isn't. It's time to go further into the cave. So this is deeper into the caves. Both of them go deeper. Quick save. Ah, it's still the troll caves. I guess it's time to fireball them. I should probably haste him so he can deal more damage. Let's see. The convenience of having a companion to fight for you. I don't have to do that myself. Okay, enemies. Black tentacles. Ah, I missed. Oh, I got him. I got him anyway. Oh wow, I was able to coup de guard them. Ooh. Ogres over there. Got him. There's more stuff. Quick save. Is there anything here? I think I get the feeling this is where what is it? Exit the surface. That's a special entrance. Okay, more ogres. I might have to rest here. Got him. Loot. More loot. Loot. Okay, I think this is the corpse that I was looking for. No, it's not. Club +1. Oh, I think it's right here. Somewhere here. This is... No, it's not. Damn it. Where's the Journal of Synth Lanerel? It should be around here somewhere. Not this one. Okay. Moving on. But first, let's rest. So, looking at my dashboard, I have been streaming for 2 hours and 22 minutes. So I have about a little less than 40 minutes left before I should probably head out. That's probably more than enough time to finish the Creator Race Ruins. Just by killing the Guardians instead of doing the puzzles. Okay, 2 more. I'm tempted to cast haste on myself before buffing just to speed up the buffing process, but that's one less 3rd level spell I can use. I wonder if it's over here, what I'm looking for. I may have to consult a guide to find out where it is. Get him! Stun. Got him. Get him! Okay, there's some chests here which are locked. I'm just gonna fireball them. Alright, that's more XP. A little less than 2300 more. 2200. A little above 2200 more XP to go. And he's dazed. Man, this is a bit tedious. Okay, let's see if there's anything here aside from oh, there's a chest here. Okay, let's take on this troll then. And he's down. Alright. Loot. That is a bullet of smiting. Not something I can use, but I can just sell it. Wait, quick save. Click. Oh, god damn it. There's something there. So I'm just gonna... There we go. Acid arrow it. Alright, we've basically cleared this level, the Troll Cliffs level 2, and there's going to be a boss fight here, and I think this is the entrance to the lower levels, either here or here. Getting close. Oh goodness, it's still a long ways away. I might actually turn in some of my quest items to see if I can get some XP. Remains. That's 4 gold. How much gold do I have? I have 37,360, which is not bad. Oh, so this is the exit, and then the boss fight is around here. Alright, let's use our damage shields. Got him. Okay, I'm just gonna fireball this thing to get it over and done with. Boom. A ring of jade, all vendor trash. Neutralize poison scroll, something I can use. Normally, neutralize poison is not something sorcerers can cast, but this game made an exception for restoration and neutralize poison and raise dead, so they can be cast by non-clerics. I believe it's like a convenience feature, so in case you were playing in a party and your cleric died, you can still revive them with raise dead. Alright, that troll's down, ogre's down. And this is the boss chamber. Oh, I have to unlock it. I'm gonna bash it open. I'm not gonna help him, so I can actually instantly cast my spell once I oh goodness, it's taking a while. There we go. Where is that? Is that the ogre? Nope. Here it is, the troll shaman. I need to actually paralyze you with this before you cast your stuff. Gotcha. Interrupted.
Strike at them. Attack.
Is he paralyzed? No, he's not. Oh, now he's paralyzed. Dead. Interrupted. Got him. So 43,270, almost level 10. Quick save. Open this. Ah, I got slowed. Ooh, that's a belt of giant strength there. Lore. Belt of Hill Giant Strength. Strength plus 3. That is actually not bad. I guess I can combine it with the Amulet of the Red Tide. No, but then I'd lose my +1 Charisma, so no. I'm slowed down. That sucks. There we go. So this is the last part, and the next part will be the creator dungeon. I'm just gonna go all out since I can just rest again anyway. Oh, come on. Oh, goodness. There we go. He died on my damage shields. Loot this thing. After I loot this chamber, I'm gonna go down into the Creator Ruins. Before that, I'm gonna turn in some quests to see if I can level up before I go there. Alright, we must speak with the werewolves. A grim topic, though I find I can think of little else. Have you been successful? I've had some success in finding the boys, actually. Truly? I had little doubt that you would do well. Oh, poor class is lucky indeed to have you in its midst. I found Geth. Here is his ring. Praise be to Tyr, you have done very well indeed. We are all indebted to you for this, a life restored and a threat pushed aside. Here is your reward, 74 XP, 150 gold. As promised, unfortunately there are still the other children who must be found quickly. Might you have news of them as well? I will find them for you. I am glad to hear that. I do not wish to detain you further. I will remain here in the case that you need the assistance of Tyr, or perhaps a helpful word or two. Those children, the town prays for them, we all do. I hope you will be their savior. And may Tyr be at your side. Alright, time to sell my loot. Sell this, sell. I have a lot of stuff, holy carp. Yes, I said carp instead of crap. I should be banishing the. Oh, you know what? I can use my magic bag for crafting. 60. Okay, let's open this and put my crafting materials in here. Let's see. I can store my one space materials to save space. Sell these. Quartz crystal. Sell. More stuff to sell. Sorting them out. Okay, adventure needs to be sold. Keep. So let's keep this here. I don't need that. Okay, we've cleared enough space. I will probably do an actual full cleanup later. Okay, we have a stack of 99. We can sell that now. We have a stack of 99. We can sell that now. We have crossbow bolts. No, we do not. So, that's our inventory for now. Time to go to the mercenary barracks and turn in the ear for the bounty quest. Delilah's ear. Poor halfling. This ragged ear bears a tattoo of the Bastion, a well-known prison of Waterdeep. The number corresponds to that of an escaped convict named Delilah. Kendrak, the mayor of Port Last, would be pleased to learn that its former owner has fallen upon misfortune. Yes, misfortune is one way to put it.
'Tis
Click.
good to see you again. Have you had any luck tracking down the bounty?
I have one of the ears. Aye, you found one of the convicts. Which ear do you have there? Delilah's ear. Aye, 'tis indeed the markings that the men of the bulwark told me of. Congratulations, lad, you have done a service for us all. I'd be pleased to offer you the bounty for it, then. Surely the town's safety is worth more than that. You be right. May coffers be small, but I will add what I can for your reward. You did earn it. Might ye have another of them ears in your pack? No, not yet. Well, I hope you find some bastards soon. Something else I can do for you, lad. I'll be going. End dialogue. Okay, so we are less than 1500 away from level 10. And once I reach level 10, I can get Bessil's Acid Sheath and just make short work of the Guardian Golems in the Creator Ruins. That's my goal for tonight before I log off. Quick save. Should I rest? Did I rest already? Alright, let's rest for a bit. Then we're gonna cast the buffs on both of us. While I'm casting my buffs, I'm gonna check on my thing. So I already got the Simpleton's Mother Trollhead Trophy. Yep, Lenton, one of the archaeologists lucky enough to escape from the troll caves along the road east of Port Last, lost a brother in the attack. Eager for vengeance, he has asked adventurers to return to him with the head of the troll chieftain responsible. With that chieftain now dead, it is only a matter of time before he gets his wish. So, Simpleton's mother. Trolls captured Janice, the mother of Revat, a simpleton along the east road from Port Last. She has been freed from the magical bonds that held her and has returned to the surface back to her son. Then, Werewolf Hunter, we got Geth. One of the boys has been discovered. Yeah. Quick save. Enter the portal. 150 gold. Alright, let's do this. Did I loot that already? Yes, I did. It's just a loot bag. This sack seems small and poorly sewn. So one of the things you all might have noticed in the official campaign is that instead of lootable corpses, the corpses disappear and drop loot bags with their inventory. When this game was released, computers weren't as good as they were, as they had gotten when the expansions were released, and one of the ways to preserve performance, I suppose, was to despawn the monster or dead creature and then spawn a low resource loot bag in its place. Oh, there's a troll caves level 3. What the hell? Oh, okay. I guess this I'd forgotten. Ah, well. Yeah, I guess we can just
Death comes for us all.
Did his pathfinding get stuck? God damn it. He got stuck.
Strike it then. Silent Lord.
Haste, get them all! Grimno! Yeah. With haste, you should be able to make short work of them. Your taint shall be cleansed? What the hell? Are you using a weird voice set? Got him. This is a bit tedious, but the battle has already been decided. There's no way the trolls can kill us, so it's just up to us to slowly whittle them down. Got him. Oh goodness, I'm getting close to leveling up. Got him. Alright, moving on. So there's a chamber here, so let's start with the left chamber. Oh, there's undead. Purify them with fire. They have been purified. There's a potion there. Pile of stones just to loot. Goodness, so much, so many containers to loot. Ah, that looks ominous. I'm gonna fireball that. That's my wizard's lockpick. Got it. Heavy crossbow. Ooh, Fey Warden. Attack bonus +5 versus Orc, +2 normal. That's not bad, but that's vendor trash since I don't really attack. Okay, fireball. Also doubles as a lockpick because I think this chest is locked. I can't highlight the chest. It is locked. Okay. Got it.
Strike at them. Attack.
And they're dead. Potion of endurance. What is this? It's a door. Oh, Darius. This frightened man looks thin and weak. His clothes are torn to shreds and he bears several wounds.
Huh?
Ah! Don't eat me, please! Calm down, I'm not gonna eat you. You aren't a troll, are you? No, I'm not a troll. And please help me, I need to get out of here. They're coming to kill me and eat me. I can hear them coming. Can't you hear them? Can't you hear the screams? They're eating the others. There aren't any screams. You don't have to worry, I'm killing the trolls. You can't kill the trolls. They killed all the guards, they'll kill you too. I've already killed a number of trolls. Now what's your name? Too many, there are too many, and just when you think you've killed one, it pulls itself back up and starts to attack again. No, we have to flee. Do you want me to take you to the surface? No, the trolls will eat you. They'll find you, and even if they don't, the other thing will. What other thing? They're afraid of it. It's down deep. They won't go near it. What is it? Do you know? Can you imagine something that could scare trolls? They know it is powerful. There is nothing we can do. It will kill them, and then it will kill you. I must flee. Good luck. Ominous foreshadowing. Squeak. Troll Shaman. Interrupted. Yeah. Oh, interrupted again. Okay, that was fast. Ooh, getting close there. A sickly sweet smell emanates from the bubbling flasks and vials on this table. It appears to be the work of some form of alchemy. So after this, we're gonna go here, here, and then finally the final chamber. Did I loot these already? Oh, I haven't yet. Potion of antidote. And there we go. Quick save, just so we don't die. Oh, ow! That was a trap. Oh, undead. Heck. Got him. Got him too. Okay, elemental shield. Kill yourself on me, dude. Yep, he's killing himself on me. Oh, what is that? Constitution decreased. I'm not sure what gave me that debuff. Ow! Holy crap. What is this? Black Forest Staff. Enhancement bonus versus good +1. Vampiric regeneration +1. Huh. Interesting. So I can heal while attacking, but I don't really hit that well anyway, so I'm just gonna keep my face spear. Ooh, that's trap chest. That's lockpick it with acid. Oh, are these all locked Fuck it, let's fireball. Got him. Loot.
Feel the chill touch of the grave.
Yeah, go get him. He crits well. Alright, let's do this. Attack.
Silent Lord, take you.
Let the earth take you!
Oh, stop changing targets. You need to attack the regenerating one.
Feel the chill touch of the grave.
Miss.
Feel.
Got it.
Perish as you should!
He's dead. Getting close. Oh goodness. 33 more XP and I level up. These are all locked, so fuck it. Let's lockpick them with fireball. Got it. They're dead. So I should be able to reach level 10 before I enter the Creator Ruins. That's nice. Ding. Quick save. Oh, let's loot these bags first. Grimnog, get off of that thing. There we go. Is there any other monster here? No. Ah, I am sad. Loot bag. Did I loot that? I don't think I looted that. Let me see. Because I got distracted by the trolls. No, I don't think I did. Did I? I did! God damn it. I think I did this too. This one was trapped and I looted it. Yep, I did. Quick save. Alright, 20 more XP. God damn it. Is there anything here? I guess let's just explore this area. Rubble. Quick save. $11 gold. Quick save again. Alright, I guess we're going down there without Creator Ruins level 1. There's the Guardian Golem, which I guess I'm just gonna level up after killing it. Greater Gloves of Concentration, +6 concentration. Prism Blossom Seed, I think this is, yeah. At first glance, this appears to be a tiny gem. However, the stone is warm to the touch, and on closer inspection, it appears to be a small seed. That is the quest item for Body Knock. Oh, I actually didn't realize it was here. So that means I'll be upgrading my Lantanese ring after this. Alright, so before anything else, I'm going to do this. I need damage reduction, but I actually need low AC. So let's cast this and cast this. Seal Guardian Golem. Quick save. Talk to him. Karth Suklasa Turth. What are you saying? I am the guardian of the first seal. None may pass. What is the first seal? It is the portal that stands behind me. Only the masters may pass through. I need to get through the portal. None may pass. I am one of the masters. Let me pass. You do not speak the master's tongue. You are one of the slave races. You may not pass. But I have been sent by the masters. I am on an important mission and must have access to the door. You do not possess the creator's ring. Slaves who have been sent by the creators always have the ring of Gax. That's a reference to Baldur's Gate, I think. One of the hidden bosses in Baldur's Gate. Gax the Lich. Kangax the Lich. Where can I get such a ring? I will answer no more questions, slave. Alright. Fight me in real life, coward.
Take you! Strike at them! Attack!
There, kill yourself on me. Actually need to drink some potions so I don't die. And also intentionally provoke opportunity attacks. There we go. Dead! Yeah! We did it, Reddit! Okay, time to level up. Click. Alright, I'm gonna be getting Mestil's Acid Sheath. And I will be getting rid of this because I don't have Tommy. I'm using Grimnaw right now. And Grimnaw's gonna die if I keep using that. I will probably be using Lesser Spell Breach. I will need this for fighting the spellcasters later on. For my level 3 spells, I shall probably keep Fireball, Greater Magic Weapon, and Haste. This should be fine. Ghostly Visage, Death Armor, Melf's Acid Arrow. And for level 1, yeah, I think this is fine. Alright, let's do this. You are replaced by Spell Breach. And Mestil's Acid Sheath joins the party. And now I get this. Oh, also I can now empower Fireball for effectively 15 d6 points of damage. Excuse me. And now Grimnaw has the Dark Sun robes. Nice. He now has perma-haste. A Minogon. Oh shit, I need to dodge. Oh, I succeeded.
Strike at them!
Go get him! .30 armor class. That is ludicrous. Okay, loot this. That's just a normal great axe. It's great, but you know, I don't have the inventory space for that. Or the weight, rather. Got it. Oh, there's a trap here. Stop. Quick save. Okay, not that bad. Rest. You cannot rest so soon after exerting yourselves. Okay, let's rest now. Let's queue up our buffs while we're at it. You know what? I'm gonna actually save some time and just do the haste thing. I'm kind of in a hurry. It's getting really late now. Alright. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Might as well just cast these two as well. There we go. Fast buffing. We got it. Let's do this. Next level, we're gonna cheese the Guardian again. I need to... Okay. Come at me, bro. I'm stunned. Come at me. Okay. So, I'm gonna cast Death Armor and fight this dude. No need to talk. Fuck talking. how much damage I dealt to him. Holy crap. He's dead. Alright. Moving on. More Minigons. Oh, I'm stunned. With Grimnaw to the rescue. Got him. Corpse. Clarity. I can probably chug that clarity so I don't take as much damage.
Task is done.
Okay, so I need to actually cast these. I wonder if I can just bypass this or if I actually have to go through here to grab a key. Oh, that sucks. Quick save. Hold position. Let me fight this dude by myself. Now guard me. Dead. Oh, okay. You have to find a proper key. God damn it! I have to go through here. Yeah. Let's see. Let's cast Ghostly Visage. I thought it'd be faster, but we did skip a lot of it by just cheesing through the fights. Lots of traps. Nothing I can do about them except to tank them. Gray render. Okay, acid sheath. I think this is a gargoyle. This is probably a gargoyle. It'll transform after we kill everyone. Yep, it is. Oh, before we killed everyone, and it dies by attacking me. Might as well grab the gargoyle skull for crafting. Oh, you aggroed someone.
The Silent Lord take you!
Oh, thanks for aggroing them and bringing them here.
Feel the chill touch of the grave!
Got it. Okay, that's a barrel. I think there's a gargoyle here. Open this. Nope, they didn't trigger. Okay, that's a normal great axe. Click. Oh right, I actually have to go through here because this is where the History of the Creator Ruins book is located, and had I been able to just bypass the entire part here, I would have missed it and would have had to backtrack.
Strike at them! Attack!
Just pick this game back up after not playing it in like 15 years. The nostalgia! Hey, welcome viewer. Yeah. I basically decided to stream Neverwinter Nights to test my microphone, and so I'd leave a record of myself playing this game instead of just, playing it for the nth time with no one to watch. Fireball again. Oh, they're all dead. Wow. That was fast. Okay, now to loot this thing. What is this? Protection versus good cloak, not very useful. And this is the scroll chest. History scroll. The alien text on the aging scroll before you swims and distorts, finally forming a language that you can understand. Faerun was once ruled by a cruel and ancient race known as the Creators, who were left in stasis during the Great Ice Age. The alien text on this blah blah blah. The Creator race forced a group of slaves to protect them through the Ice Age. Yes, they were killed by climate change. Oh, full plate and a greatsword. Okay, you're going. Get in my bag of holding, or magic bag. 60%. Oh heck, no. 20%. I used the wrong bag of holding to store my crafting materials, so
My pack is too heavy.
I need to rearrange my bag of holding
Difficult to carry.
stuff. Cloaks aren't that heavy, but a greatsword and full plate are. There we go, and I guess you can go into the 60%. Yep, you can go here. And you can go... I guess you can go out here, you can go here. There we go, we've made space. What time is it? It's past midnight. Anyway, I should be hurrying now. Oh, here we go. The Dead Thief. Key. Thief's Journal. A page ripped from a journal which reads, Day 1, stole some loot, drank ale, wench not friendly. Day 2, stole some more loot, drank more ale, wench more friendly. Day 3, stole some more loot, head hurts, heard rumor about better cave. Hey! British spelling. Huh. Heard rumor about better loot in caves. Wench might be more friendly if I had more loot. Snuck past some trolls into caves. Plan on exploring everywhere. Hungry. Head hurts. Unreadable due to blood splotches. So day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And a very adventurous week for him. Okay, I'm gonna loot the rest of this area. Might as well do it while I'm here instead of fudging around. I actually should probably heal Grimno. I would rest, but I'd rather not recast all my things again. He's dead. Okay. Are you also a gargoyle? Yes, you are. You started a sorcerer earlier today, was getting your butt kicked at the start, but I got it figured out now. Yes, the trick is to use your familiar. And use the, depending on the campaign you're playing, use the Rod of Frost, get a companion. Sorcerers get really, really powerful later in the game. Ludicrously powerful. Dead. So let's de-aggro them and just fireball because I'm kinda in a hurry. Oh wow, you're stronger than usual. Dead. So the other Minogon was a lower level, 15, and this one is 29. Was it a lesser? No, there's no difference in the name. So one of them is just weaker for reasons, and the other was stronger for reasons. I might actually rest. So you got the Cleric Companion, that would be Lino Lanerel, and it's been working out well. I'm hesitant to get the spellcasting companions without an AI improvement mod, because the AI for the companions, especially the spellcasters, is really, really bad. They will waste a lot of spells on really weak opponents, and I think that might be the reason why you're allowed to rest so freely in this game, because otherwise the game would be too frustrating to play. And I think I mentioned this when you were not here, that the resting mechanics of this game are not actually as permissive as you would think, because in a game with restricted resting, or like in PNP, you would just leave the dungeon, rest somewhere, and then go through the dungeon again. So it's just saving you time. And besides, you have an in-character excuse to be able to rest because you have a word of recall cast on you by the Church of Tyr, which allows you to do the town portal thing like in Diablo. So you picked it up back after not playing it in 15 years. Yeah, I read that earlier. Oh yeah, this game is old. I got this when it was first released back in 2002, I believe. And it's one of the games that Baldur's Gate was the game that opened my eyes to D&D, but this was the one that made me an actual role player. Creator Sorcerer, I'm gonna empowered fireball you. Eat this. They're dead. Did I kill? I killed one. I just killed one, so I'm gonna empowered fireball again. Ooh, I almost killed Grimnaw. I'm sorry, my dude. Let's actually heal him because I'm too lazy to recast my buffs. As you can see, I ended that encounter very quickly. So I have my spell breach here for when this opponent... Oh, there we go. Essa Synthidir, Cansicle, whatever. You too, my dude. Oh, you're casting mage armor. And did you get stunned? Oh, no, you didn't. Guess I'm just gonna magic missile you. Oh, I accidentally killed it. Oh. I mentioned that in I think was it this? No, it was this stream. With the werewolves, like with the werewolves, you're supposed to try to beat them down so they surrender, and then you can turn them back into humans. But if you deal too much damage, you can actually kill them because they are not set to invulnerable when they surrender. So just like that, I accidentally killed the Creator Sorcerer by dealing too much damage. Whoops! I would have gotten some lore from her, but you know, whatever. Initiate's Primer. The letters swim before your eyes, shaping themselves into text that you can understand. This book seems to be a basic guide for priestly initiates who took care of the ancient tomb in which it was found. One passage catches your eye. In the early years of the reign of Thunder Queen Lagosra, a call went out for the greatest architects and builders of the age. Carrick, hatched of Menron, came to the king and agreed to build a tomb that would house the rulers of our people for all time. Carrick took 10 years to complete the project, but when it was finished, the citizens of the kingdom gaped in amazement at the wonder that had been wrought. Lagosra was pleased and bestowed upon Carrick the honor of being the first sacrifice at the tomb's blessing. Yep. They're not nice people. Thieves' Tools +10 and Complete History of the Creator Ruins. The letters in this book swim before your eyes, finally shaping themselves into text you are capable of understanding. The book speaks of many things and appears to prove beyond the shadow of a doubt that a greater race lived in these ruins. A certain passage catches your eye. In 501 SD, a few thousand members of the enslaved race revolted. The uprising took several years to quell, the most successful uprising the slaves had experienced to date. Though far from posing a military threat, the slaves complicated the recapture process by hiding in caves along the Sentige range, where they lived like savages. Further complications came in the form of the draconic presence in the Sentinge, as they refused to bow to our will. The dragons were defeated in the Second Great War of Hieromyr, however, and our hunters were finally able to recover the missing slaves. As is customary, the elderly were eliminated, the young males crippled and sent to work in the iron mines, and the virile females were returned to the pens for the purposes of breeding. Yeah, these are not nice people. Dread Queen Morag, foreshadowing. That's the big bad evil girl. The letters in this book swim before your eyes, finally shaping themselves into text that you can understand. It tells the history of a queen named Morag. While the book is lengthy, one passage of interest tells of Morag's ascension to the throne. At the dawning of her first red moon, Morag, the future queen, began her slow and bloody climb toward the seat of power, her Sen-mother's throne. Ooh, what is that? Welcome, RockDoc05, and I guess thanks for the follow, my dude. Ding! Let's see. Where was I? Began her slow and bloody climb. Okay. Her ascension to the heights of the Dragon Throne was as that of a slow poison, deadly, inevitable, and filled with fatal pleasures. Morag's yoke sister, Sedat, was the first victim of the Rising Queen's awesome cunning. On the day before her ringstone ceremony, Sedat entered her hibernation chambers to meditate. Out of the fire's glowing embers crawled a venomous Zelfit. When the priestess arrived to escort Sedat to the ceremonial chambers the next morning, she found the limp, dead husk of the favored child. So it was that Morag, our blessed Dread Queen, made the first move in her game of maids. Game of Thrones! Many moons later, it would lead to the siege of Tikkalat, where she would take the head of her Sen Mother and display it in glorious triumph to her adoring throng. Thus began the rule of our all-magnificent Queen Morag. I just heard the Game of Thrones theme in my head. Scroll chest. There's nothing here but money. Okay. And that's it. We killed them. I could have gotten some lore from that sorcerer, but I guess I'm going up now. This portal will return you to the surface. Enter. Yep, this is the storage area. This is the exit back to the archaeological base. How convenient. Alright, let's see. Did I loot this already? I'm pretty sure I did. Looted. Okay, cool. Let's go. Oh, there's a coffin here. Let's open it up. No undead popping out. Just some items. A healer's kit +3. Okay. Randomly generated loot. I suppose this official campaign was a kind of a proof of concept for the tool set itself, what it can do, what it can't do. So, you know, I don't really have high expectations. Okay, let's turn in the quest. Let's give them the books.
Oh, you're already back. Oh, what can I do to help you? Any evidence of the tome yet?
I think I found your book. Is this it? Oh yes, a sounding! How did you get past the trolls? No, it is of no import. What matters is you have it now. Well, excellent job, young lad. So I trust 500 gold pieces is ample reward for recovering this book? You wouldn't believe the hell I had to go through to get this. Surely you could afford a little more. Oh my, I guess it was probably very tough. I hope that 750 gold will cover it. That's all I have left. Alright, 750 gold pieces it is. Good. I must return to Waterdeep now. Good luck to you.
I am off for Waterdeep. Excuse me.
Alright, you're going back to Waterdeep. And here's Janice. Well, thank you again for the assistance, even if it was a bit slow. Try to stay safe.
Hello there.
Oh wow, me so happy you find Mama. She pulled me ear when she got back. Me love her so. Here, Mama say me give you 300 gold like me promised. Thank you. That'll be fine. I don't feel good about, tricking him into getting more gold. Me wish me could give more. Thank you much. Me glad have Mama back. Hello, Mama. Me coming. Mama say me must go now. Bye bye. And you, I'm giving you the head.
Well met.
Poor choice of words. So you're back. Do you have the head of the troll chieftain yet? I have the troll's head right here. Finally, my brother is avenged. I am very impressed with your skill. I will take that off your hands and burn it with pleasure. I wish I had more gold to pay you, but 300 is all I have. Sorry there isn't more. Yes, we agreed. That will be fine. Very well. Good luck to you in the future. I am off. Okay, so before I leave, I'm gonna turn in the. I'm actually gonna do the companion quest for. What's his name? Body Knock, and that should be the end of the stream.
You're back.
Okay, now continue your story. Okay, I'd like you to level up. You'd be more useful to me with a little training. Okay, so you have a different robe now.
Is there something you need?
I just want to talk for a while. I'd like you to continue your story from before, Bodyknock. The pain of what happened with my father, of how I destroyed the garden he had spent a lifetime cultivating, is a very personal pain, Plowshare. But you have proved yourself to be a good friend. After all, it was you who helped me find the leavened bread. I suppose it is only logical to expect you might be able to help me with my father as well. What do you want me to do? I know I can never replace the many varieties of plants and flowers that were once in my father's garden, but perhaps if I make a grand gesture, he will find it in his heart to forgive me. Throughout my father's life, there has been one flower he has longed to see more than any other, but one which he has never been able to acquire. Among the great library of Lantan, there are accounts of the Prism Blossom, a living, growing flower, whose petals are said to change color and reflect light as if they were made of crystal. Goodness, you are missing words here. Said to change color and reflect light as they were made of crystal, as they were said to be made of crystal, as though they were made of crystal. So why don't you get him one of these prism blossoms? The account of the flower occurs in only one text, the travel diary of an explorer who died several centuries ago after returning from a journey to the north. No one has ever been able to locate this rare flower or its gleaming crystal seeds, though many have spent a lifetime searching for it. It may be the prism blossom is only a myth, Plowshare, but if I could find the seeds of this flower and give them to my father, I am certain he would forgive me for destroying his garden. I will not abandon the search for the cultists behind the plague. I have pledged to aid you in destroying those who released the foul taint of the Wailing Death. But part of me is hoping that in our journeys we will be lucky enough to stumble across the crystalline seeds of the prism blossom. I have some strange seeds here. Are these what you're looking for? Let me see. Yes, these seeds do seem to be made of glass, and their shape and size are consistent with the accounts in the travel diary. You have done it, Plowshare. When I present these to my father, he is certain to forgive me. Thank you, Plowshare, but I am afraid the only reward I have to give you is my thanks. The reward you offer is greater than you know, Bodyknock. Although I have no reward to repay you, Plowshare, there may yet be some benefit to you for aiding me in this quest. Lantanese artifacts, typo, draw their energy from the thrill of discovery and the wonder of exploration. This remarkable discovery may have augmented the powers of the ring I gave you earlier. You are right. In any case, I thank you once again, Plowshare, but I will not leave your side yet. Only after we have located the cult behind the Wailing Death will I return to my homeland and present these seeds to my father. So it unequipped my ring and gave me a new version of it. Lantanese ring +3. Oh wow. +3 charisma, regeneration +1. Holy carp. So now I have 26 charisma. Holy carp. Okay, before I go, I'm gonna switch back to Tommy because it's actually a bit inconvenient having Grimnaw. Actually no, I might actually keep Grimnaw because he's pretty good at destroying things. I've never actually used him as a companion ever, so I'm just gonna rest, and when I'm done resting, I'm gonna save the game and end the game here. So, you're asking, did I ever play an older game called Ashran's Call? No, because that is an MMORPG, and I dislike MMORPGs. The only MMORPG I actually really played for any length of time was Neverwinter Online. And it was good for a time because the game actually was not designed as an MMO earlier in its development. It was only retooled as an MMO. And, no, I'm familiar with it, but I've never actually played it. So, anyway, that'll be my stream for tonight. I lasted a bit longer than usual. 3 hours and 19 minutes by my reckoning. So, did you play that game? A lot? I see. Well, anyway, I'm gonna, I guess, end the stream here and I guess hang out in chat for a few more minutes. Anyway, folks, good night, and it's been fun. Thank you.